We are back with Mokhul. Do you know it's episode 25? We've done 25 sessions so far. Good going. Alright, so a bit of a catch-up because it's been 2 weeks since we last played. Alright, we began the session just after you guys left that sunken ruins under the waves. You got back on the ship. Chester and Gwendef were dying of radiation poisoning and not in their best terms. They were quite sick, even despite Chester's trying to cheer himself up. And then as you started to head back to Port Arcatil, you were hit by a particular violent storm, which Macra and Gwendef seemed to have the worst time. Gwendef was knocked out by the storm, nearly drowning in the captain's cabin, whereas Macra lost control of the wheel with Darioso and went flying down ship, was knocked off the ship, then slammed back down to deck, and then barely managed to get up. But as the storm passed, you guys in the distance, you'd been followed by a very large brig with 7 black sails, and I do believe some of you recognised it as the Reaper, the Grave Warden noble family ship, of whom Grildar had killed their son by drowning.
I mean, killed? Is that really the word you want to use here?
Execute, murdered.
Yeah, executed or murdered, probably a lot more apt, yeah.
Come on, don't be like that.
Yeah. The rest of you eventually escape, because you are much faster than this brig, able to get to Port Arcatil some half a day ahead of the brig, and the brig kind of pulled back. You guys were pulled into ports, where you met with Liviana again, and allowed you to have another meeting with Cicero Arcatil, the Shah of this port. There was general chit-chat, where you guys... That was good timing, seeing as he is a tabaxi. But you guys had chit-chat with him, and the rest of you went to the tavern. At this moment, Xerxil decided to swim upstream, met some Yuan-Ti at something called the Mira pool, and they introduced themselves as the Yuan-Ti of the Mira tribe. And he made some sort of deal with them, with a captain, a half-blood called Koana. And Koana said that if you could bring me plans, details, numbers, then we have a deal. Meanwhile, I think it was a few of you that went to go visit Iltok at his magical arms. You walked in, realised he had like an army of monkey servants that do his work for him, and he was this plump little ear-bellied gnome on a velvet cushion with an emerald gem dangling from a turban, and he spoke like this. And you guys managed to buy some unique items from him. And
fucking Chester stitched me up with a fucking spell scroll of bastard poison spray.
A good deal.
And after that, I think the entire group decided they would go to the tavern, just to spend the night with the crew. However, Xerxil turned a guard into a baby, grabbed it, swam upstream with it, dropped him off at the mirror pool to say to Koana, here's your present. Told Koana the number of guards and number of people that were at the town. And then when the baby transformed back into the guard, Koana knocked him out and said, "Thank you, we have a deal." And I believe Xerxil's idea of the part of the deal was, when the God King's men come, you help kill them. And they shook on it.
Yep.
At that meantime, I believe the rest... Gwendef was trying to get laid by the Tideseer. It did not go well. They ended up fighting, actually, among themselves. A fist fight occurred between the Tideseer and Gwendef, and the Tideseer left in a huff.
Some dwarfs would say that's a good time.
And I believe at the same time, Frank left with the Tideseer. They used to be old colleagues. Frank also told you all that he used to study at the temple here with them. And we ended the session, quite an early one, just as everyone was in the tavern, except Grildar, whom said that he wanted to go do some stuff on the ship and then probably visit his uncle.
I didn't even realise Frank stole my man.
He was always Frank's man.
Alright, so we begin today's session. Xerxil just arriving back at town, sun setting, everyone having raucous revelry at the Wreck Tavern. Go ahead, people. You have the table.
Well, I have no idea where people are at the moment, so I suspect he makes his way back towards the ship.
Alright, so Xerxil, as you head back towards the ship, heading towards the port town, you can see that now that night's come about, people are coming out in their droves to drink, to party to just generally be out and about. People sit outside their houses, drinking from clay jugs, smoking pipes. The air is kind of heavy and thick with tobacco smoke and hay smoke as well. The same stuff that turned people ethereal back in Mokhul. Seems it's even got here. And as you head towards the ship, you see Frank with the tide seer. The tide seer starts slightly swaying where he's drunk. And you see he's got like a bit of a welt mark and a bruise on his cheek. And you see Frank and the Tideseer have the young, gently reposed woman on a stretcher. Mm-hmm. And you see that some of the crew members that stay behind are helping as well. And he's like, yeah, she's, I don't know who she is. I'm just trying to, help her to see who she is. I found her in an ancient ruin. And the Tideseer is like, of course we will. We'll help. Of course. You get her to the temple. And they poorly carrying this stretcher with a naked lady on. She's not like exposed. They have put like a cover over her, and they're carrying her through the town towards the temple.
Okay, Xerxil cares very little for this, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. It's just
so. Yep. I'm just gonna go to my usual spot by the beach and bury myself in the sand a little bit and have a nap.
Right, you begin digging.
Wait for people to turn up.
All right, so back in the tavern. The night's going pretty well. The crew are in a good mood. Not only are they in a good mood, but all of them have like, because you paid for all of the basically the bill, Gwendef, paying for everyone's drinks. I will increase the group's morale by 1 point.
I'm a beacon of morale.
Mm-hmm. So you now got 5 out of 10.
Not a beacon of money, though.
Nope, but you did pay for it last session, so you don't have to take anything now. And before we ended as well, Chester told an amazing story and got a ton of silver.
Still basking in the glory of that.
Yep. I forgot that because I rewatched the session and you told an amazing story and then you rolled like a 28 on performance or some shit and everyone just threw like 200 silver.
It's the story of Chester's love affair with Death herself.
Oh shit, yeah, he crit the performance check as well.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Guys, like, what do you want to do?
Drink the night away, but nothing
Okay.
specific other than that.
So, specifically telling me, Macra, that you want to get drunk.
Yeah, that was a
Okay.
pretty rough sailing. I feel like I deserve to get pissed.
Yeah,
so we're going to do so.
No, that works. Okay, so you're just drinking one drink after another, and then the wine comes over because Kaiser's ordered it, and Kaiser's like, well, friends, I've bought us all a fine bottle of wine, and you just kind of, do your thing, start drinking it, and he's like, wait a minute, I need some of that. And even he begins to get very drunk and more friendly with the crew, even friendly with Chester, so to speak, the more drunk he gets.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
What about everyone else?
Chester.
Are you getting drunk? Gwendef? Chester?
I feel like after Gwendeth gets drunk enough, had a fist fight, she just grabs 2 people and attempts to buy a cannon.
Okay. Alright, so 2 members of the crew, yeah?
Yeah, just any 2 members of the crew.
Darioso definitely gets involved. He's like, wait, you're gonna buy a cannon?
I'm gonna shoot a cannon.
You know how expensive cannons are?
I have 4 gold pieces and a circlet.
You ain't getting no cannon.
It's a nice circlet.
Plus you're drunk. I'm not letting you fire a cannon. Nobody drunks at cannons. It's not what happens.
Wavecleaver let me fire a cannon when I was drunk.
Yo, Gwendef, you're such a gross. I didn't let her fire a cannon, And Darioso looks at him and he is, yeah, I let her fire a cannon.
I don't remember if I hit anything. Did I hit anything?
No, we fired into the water. Don't you remember?
Oh my god, maybe I hit someone Frank knows.
There's Frank's nowhere to be found.
I just like the idea of you skeet shooting but with cannons. Just like, oh!
Where's Frank? Do you think he's buying a cannon?
Yeah, Frank's a weird one. He could be anywhere. Yeah. And then Darius is like, yeah, I mean, Frank's probably gone back to the ship. He's a bit of a loner. Plus, I did say he smelled like shellfish. I think I upset him.
No, he does. He does smell like shellfish.
He does. I know.
If I tell like shellfish, you can tell me.
I ain't been that close to you yet.
Because we haven't fired a cannon together.
Arnie's look.
What do you mean yet?
Look, I'll tell you what. Once the crew's got enough money, we'll outfit the sloop with cannons.
When is that?
I don't know. Cannons are quite expensive.
Do I get to shoot at Lady Greenwich's house with it?
I don't know about that. But what you can do is fire at that brig if we get near it. Anyway, I think cannons are like 500 gold pieces or something.
That's a lot of gold pieces.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think they would take a vial of poison? Gwyneth pulls out a vial of poison.
I know a drinking game involving that.
conversation?
Right in front of the table, in front of Ollie.
Sorry,
Darioso
what?
says, I know a drinking game that involves a vial of poison.
Do I drink it? And Gwyneth just uncorks.
It's called Nasian Roulette.
Yeah, let's not be doing that.
I do have a second vial of poison, and Gwyneth pulls out a
Oh,
second vial.
An Atlantean Roulette.
Do they just drink more poison in Atlantia?
Yep.
more chances to drink the poison. Well, we've got quite a bit of stuff in the hold that we need to sell. So maybe if we sell some of that, then that could go towards the cannon tomorrow.
I mean, we always need to buy. We should probably start with 2 or 4.
Yeah, maybe just one's not particular. We'll see how much shit
No,
we get.
it's probably you. He looks at you and then narrows his eyes and goes, "You know nothing. You don't just have one cannon."
What if it's a really big cannon?
Well, then it's going to be worse. You can't list the ship, you goddamn idiots.
But what if it's bigger?
Well, like a howitzer,
No, bigger than that.
like a mortar,
Like a ship.
yeah, like a ship cannon that fires ships.
No, like the cannon is the size of ships.
That's stupid. Although I have seen one. I just realised that actually did happen in the campaign with him. He goes, "Yeah, I saw one.
Where have you seen that?
It was on one of the Pirate Republic Islands, an Asian fortress.
I'm writing that down.
It was called the Big Boy. It literally was called the Big Boy.
It does sound like a big boy.
We go back 5 years.
Is this the best place to buy a cannon?
What?
Or we better go somewhere else?
He goes, I don't know. I mean, we can head to the marketplace in the morning.
Where did we buy the big boy?
I didn't buy no Big Boy.
You don't look like the type
I
now.
feel like this conversation's getting out of hand.
Getting.
He goes, should we just play some drinking games?
Yes, please.
Griff just pulls out the poison again.
He goes, look, I'm willing. If you are.
Macro?
Yeah, well, I'll do some. I want some gambling drinking games. I want
Right.
to start taking some of this
So-
money back off the crew that we're just constantly giving them.
The way
Oh no,
this...
Macro has children, no poison.
The way this works is we get... How many of us are playing? And George is like, yeah, I'll play. He goes, right, so 6 of us. That's 18 cups. And the 18 identical tankards are arranged in a circle around the edge of the table, right in front of you. And he says, right, now we get the waitress. And he goes, oi. Clicks his fingers and she comes over. He goes, can you do us a favour? We're going to be blindfolded. You need to pour this vial into a random cup. And she goes, what? He just goes, do it. And she goes, what? And he gives her a gold piece. And she goes, I'll do it for you, of course. Anyway, you guys have turned around and the crew are all making sure you can't see with their hands over your eyes. So Gwenda,
I hand her 50 gold pieces worth of poison.
yeah. And she goes, right, okay. And then, like, just plops it and, like, Macro, you're not playing, right? And you just see her pop it, like,
he
the whole...
definitely decides to piece out
Yeah,
at this point.
you
Like,
see
this
she
is fucking
pops-
retarded.
pops some of the poison into the tankard, and you I'm not going to say out where it is, but at that moment, you guys are spun on your stools, and George is like, whoa. Darius is like, easy peasy. And Gwendeth, 1 to 18.
1 to 18. Oh, D18, yeah?
Oh, well, no, I've got to roll a D18. How do you GM roll again?
Just GR?
I feel like Gwen's just gonna pull the...
Right, give me a number that you're going to drink.
7.
7. Okay, so you reach over and grab one of George's drinks. Nothing. You don't feel anything. And, okay, so...
Jesus.
That's when George goes, yo, I'll take this one. Drinks number 13. And then Darioso goes, this one.
What does this game end in? What? I really don't get the point. You're not even betting money.
No, none of you seem poisoned.
I drink number 4.
Alright, so you drink number 4. Tasty ale. And that's when George goes, yo, this one. Drinks number 5. Doesn't seem to be. And then Darioso goes, I'll drink this one. They seem to be fine. Every 2 rounds, everyone seems to be fine. Grande, pick
18.
You pick 18?
Yeah.
Seems to be fine. George drinks it and goes, still not poisoned. Darioso drinks. Oh, that was already taken. No, that was already taken. Yeah. Oh my god, drinks that one. Goes, I don't taste anything.
Okay, number 12.
Oh, you drink number 12 and you go, your throat begins to constrict.
I drown it.
Look, 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 look. You're fine.
Aha!
I can't believe this one hasn't been rolled. George is like, yo, this one. I'm fine. Darioso,
Oh my God,
Darioso's
you got me.
physically sweating. He goes, that one. No, that one's been taken, hasn't it?
How many are even left?
No, 12 hasn't been taken. So we should have been noting this down. So 7.
Yeah, I feel like Adrian drank 12, didn't he? He's not been writing them in, has he, for the ones he's been doing?
No, Liam has been writing mine in.
Oh, right, okay.
I forgot your last one, which was.
I think it was 12. Oh no, I went for 18 as last
You've
one.
started with 7, so. Yeah, he seems to be fine.
Which one did you have now?
10.
10.
10. Which ones are left? Like,
Right,
I'll take. You know what? I take 1.
You drink 1.
I drink 1.
Let me calculate this. Alright, yeah, you drink 1. You're fine. Which leaves apparently. I think there's 2 left.
What's 3 and 5 are left, is it?
No, 5 is gone.
5's gone.
3
6.
is left. 3 and 6, yeah.
3, 6, and 7.
Oh, it's 7. No, 7's been rolled.
Oh,
Twice.
7 was the first one.
It's 3, 6, and 8.
8.
Oh, 3, 6, and 8. Okay, so either one of them gets poisoned now, or I get poisoned.
This is risky.
And 11 hasn't been rolled either.
Ah, okay. Actually, so there's just 4, right?
Yeah, there's 3, 6. What was the other one?
8 and 11.
8 and 11. So just do.
How has this got so far?
Just do a D4 now.
I do.
And it's in this order.
Alright, so yeah, George drinks number 11, slams it down, and seems to be fine. So a D3 from no, D3 from Darioso. He goes, oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Drinks number 8, slams it down. Let me roll a con save.
Because he's getting so drunk, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, he drank number 8, which was the poison.
This is the dumbest drinking game.
No,
I wish I was there.
absolutely baffling.
Darioso just goes, I've definitely drunk the poison.
Oh my god, he's drunk the poison.
He leans forward, finishes the last 2 cups. You see him woozy slightly, and then he goes, watch this. The whole pub goes silent. The whole tavern goes silent for like, what? Seems like forever. Like he's just holding a finger up, counts to 5 on his fingers, turns, blah! Just projectile vomits about 12 feet up the wall. It goes up, opens the shutters because it's so powerful. He runs towards the shutters, begins puking out of the window, and you hear outside, hey! And he looks down and goes, sorry.
Greenwich just screams, he drank the poison, and cheers.
And then he falls back onto the stool. Yeah, he rolled a 23 for Constitution, so it didn't affect him, but it definitely made him vomit.
I mean, that's what poison does, yes.
He goes, I'm not going to be able-bodied anytime soon. But burps. And he puts like a couple of gold pieces next to the waitress again and says, sorry about the puke.
New rule for the contracts on the ship. No more playing that game anymore.
And Gwyneth puts away the second vial she had already taken out.
Right, okay, so Grildar, friend. When you left last session, you had already done the basically supply run, you'd already gone to the ship, made sure everything was okay. So it's becoming like late evening now. Pardon me, is there anything you'd particularly want to do? Because you haven't visited your uncle or anything, we didn't roleplay it.
No, not particularly. Just wants to have a bit of time for himself to
Yeah, I remember.
how to think, basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's
Right.
been in very active mode, as I said, since all the events, basically. And although the ship's been boring, it's not exactly private time to think. So he's
It is
just going to
not.
enjoy some time to sit. I think walk outside the village a little bit, just past the wreck, a little bit more further to the west, and then just sit on the beach somewhere and
Can you
contemplate things.
make a perception check?
Yes, certainly.
Right, so as you sit down on the beach, it's quite relaxing. The waves washing up against the stones and the sand here. You see layers and layers of seaweed reaching out to where the tide has gone out. You can see crabs scuttling along. It's quite peaceful, and as the moon comes up, it's quite peaceful out here. There are people walking up and down the beach with bottles in their hands, swaying left and right. Couples going for walks, stuff like that, and people just generally quite far away from you. However, there is a very suspicious lump in the sand about 10 feet to your left.
What size?
Roughly, would say, large snake-sized, curled up in a kind of ring.
Yeah, I'll go and have a little look from a distance. I don't want to get too close, just figuring out if it's any threat, and if it is, move away from it, and if it's not, just leave it there.
You recognise Xerxil, just sleeping underneath an inch of sand. It's definitely a Xerxil shape.
Yeah, I'll just see that, and then I'll be fine with it and just leave him be.
Fair enough. Just if he's actually sleeping, just little snoots and snores come emit from the sand.
Yep, no, that's fine. I'll just leave him be, knowing that it's not something that's going to eat me. Probably.
Yeah. At first, it did look quite threatening, like a miniature dragon or something. But so night goes by pretty well for most of you, getting drunk in the tavern. However, Grildar, with that perception check as well, throughout maybe around about midnight, some 1,000 or so feet off behind you, back towards the temple, you do see and hear. It's very faint, but because of the high perception check, the ringing of steel. It's momentarily rings out to you because you're so tuned to battle. Like you can hear the hubbub of the town and the people shouting and drinking. But then over that, it could be just a fight in town. But it definitely sounds like to you just at that moment like a shout of panic, a cry of alarm, and then it was cut short with the ringing of steel and the clash of something.
Okay, and what was the direction it was coming from?
Northward, towards the temple beyond it, near the guard station.
Okay, I'll slowly make my way over there.
Yeah, it takes about 5 minutes to walk it.
Yeah, with that distance, it doesn't really matter if I go fast anyway, because whatever is going to happen in the next 30 seconds is going to happen anyway. So,
Alright, so as you're walking that way, people are going about their business as usual. And you do see a couple of people who are obviously keen-eared, just like you, are looking up towards the guard station, where the river meets the cliff face, and it cascades off. And as you're walking that way, while crossing the bridge near the temple, you can see the tide seer laying on the ground with a mat rolled out, and the woman that was gently reposed that you brought up from the sea. He's laying there. From this distance, you can just see him laying on the ground. She's haphazardly discarded on the ground. And as you approach, you see that he's got blood running from the top of his head.
interesting. I'll ask one of the onlookers to see. What
as you cross the bridge, there's no one across the bridge, but you can go back if you want.
How far is it?
Alright, so you can see. Can you see the map? So this is the bridge. So this kind of area here has no one but the tide seer. It's like the temple area. It was around here that you saw people.
Is the map to scale?
I don't know. I haven't. It is not. It is
It's
not.
a bit. It's just a lot longer, I guess, right?
Yeah, from about where you were here to there is about 1,000 feet.
Okay, so times 3. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Then I'll have a look first to see what I can find here.
Right.
So I want to see what happened to him. Was his head caved in, or?
Mm-hmm. All right, you approach, make an investigation, a medicine check actually. All right, so Sherlock Holmes, shadowy figure hiding nearby and on the side of the road, leaps out, cracks him on top of the head with a mace. You can see the indent on the head. He's not dead. However, he has passed his death saving throws and is currently sitting there unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sling him over my shoulder.
He's heavy, like, you know, he weighs a good 200 pounds. And you look to your left and you see that the woman that from the Journey of Rose is like kind of like hanging off the edge of the carrying bed that they used, the stretcher, and she's and from up above where the temple is, you see a groggy looking Coral Magister looking out, holding his head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start carrying him back over to the tavern.
Right. The Coral Magister's like, Grildar? Down. He kind of like stumbles to one knee.
Can you walk?
Down the alarm.
About to.
Down it.
Walk with me.
And he kind of walks, but stumbles down the steps behind him, and then tries to catch up to you. But no way is he going to catch up to you.
Yeah, because I'm actually not slow with quick step as well.
I know. Yeah, for sure.
Fastest dwarf to ever live.
And behind you, Grildar, you hear something with that perception, your passive perception. You hear the drawing of a bowstring.
Okay.
Hit the deck.
How
Give him
far?
disadvantage.
200 feet.
Okay. I'll put Mr. Tights here down.
Yep. You
Draw my shield.
And as you turn around, you've got dark vision, haven't you?
Yes.
Standing on top of the temple roof looks to be this half snake, half humanoid with glowing yellow eyes. He's large, very big. And as he stands, his bow is drawn fully towards you. And as he pulls this large longbow back, the feathers on the end of his arrow stroking and tickling his cheek, he sees about to release. Is there anything you want to do?
Make myself small behind my shield and shield the just put it over the or over the dice here basically, and then try and like duck behind it.
Okie dokie. Right, I'll let you have a dodge action for that then.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
like he's gonna fucking need it.
And at that moment, as the arrow, BAM! Hits your shield, the arrow being at least 3 times the size of any normal arrow, smashes into your shield. Like, the ringing, the reverberation goes right up your arm, to your neck. You have to grind your jaw, but luckily nothing serious is hurt. You skid about 3 or 4 feet across the ground as you deflect the arrow, and it just shatters, just kind of like, just shatters and turns into nothing, leaving embedded with like a large arrowhead, broadhead, in your shield. And you see the creature just put the bow down, and there's a smile creeps across his face as he begins to run off down the rooftop. And then pouring all over the cliff face, you see torches and creatures with scimitars. They seem to be kind of like very tanned and deep-skinned, long braided hair. And you hear some of the guards shouting alarm as they clash with them.
Let me quickly go grab the surprised Pikachu.
However, with the perception check as well, you can see up there are some of the villagers being dragged by some of these humanoids, the tan humanoids in their breastplates, dragging them. And up there you hear, oh, no, please, no. Frank is being dragged away by them.
Good, at least it wasn't Frank who betrayed us.
No, you see that he's being dragged by some of these creatures away. Yeah, and behind you, some of the villagers across the bridge are like, and they're beginning to run.
Yeah, and the alarm is sounding, yeah, at this point, and everyone's
Like, everyone's running, yeah, it's spreading, but currently it's still around the bridge just beyond it. It's not like there's bells going off or anything like that.
Okay, well, I'll shout to the villagers then to alert the town guard.
And they kind of point up to where the town guard were. And that was them.
All of them? Fuck.
You see the one guy who's got like an eye patch and looks down at his peg leg. I'll try. And begins like doing this weird gait as he just begins running like eastward towards the holdfast. And you can hear tick tock tick tock tick as his peg leg's smacking against the cobbles.
And I'll shout for someone else to go to the tavern and alert the crew.
Alright. Alright, we've got 3 more rounds before the crew alerted Grodar. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, fuck.
I'm just gonna put the days since Rocket fucked us over counter back to 0.
Well, I'm not going to rush in there because after all, I am the shield, not the hammer. So I will take position on the bridge and defend it in case anyone gets closer.
The Tideseer just reaches you, by the way. And he kind of like stops, turns.
The Tideseer?
Not
Or
Tideseer.
the Coral Master.
The Coral Magister, yeah. The Coral Magister reaches you. He's the human with the deep blue eye. I think he was human. Yeah, he's the human with the deep blue eye and has a cane, but you no longer see a cane. And he turns to you and casts a spell and then stands behind you. You have +2 AC, you cast Shield of Faith.
Nice.
The UNT on top of the building appears again. You see a smile, brings his bow back and fires. It goes straight overhead and shoots the guy in the peg leg in the back, and he goes, ah! Falls down. And then he goes, and then fires down at you once more.
I was really rooting for peg leg guy.
Did you say that you used the dodge action this round? Or was it basically the same thing you did?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're actually in combat. So...
Yeah, we are, but you just went first, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just shouting orders, and if that's free, then I will take the dodge action.
Yep, this time your shield arm is basically flung like that way, just as the arrow ricochets off of it, goes hurtling into the bridge, crashes through some of it, the balustrade, just tearing it off. Planks go smashing into the river, and then the UNT stands tall. Just stands there.
What do I know about how well this Tidemaster's breathing abilities underwater?
You don't. As far as you're concerned, the Tideseer is a dwarf. No capabilities of breathing.
Okay.
Alright, so at that moment you see some of the minions, the humanoids, are running down the side of the cliff face. At that moment, as they are, you hear a bang, like a very loud bang, and above you on the cliff face there's a plume of dirt, and you see body parts just go flying everywhere, and then you look to your left, and up on your uncle's warehouse you just see a volley of cannon blasts go whistling across the town, and it hits somewhere above the cliff face you can't see, but the one in front of you creates a small like avalanche, and you see some of these purebloods go skidding down the side of the cliff face with the rubble. There are a lot of them. We'd say 50, maybe.
That is a lot.
There's only one bridge. I'll take it.
Yep. Unless they try to swim through the river. But anyway, Grodar, would you like to do anything?
Yes, I would like to say to the Coral Master to help the Tideseer if possible, and if not, to go and take cover.
Hold on, I'll get him up. And he kneels down, like cracks his knuckles, and then casts Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah.
Tideseer's head up, the blood wound on his skull begins to like pop and then fizzle as it cures, and then he kind of looks up and goes, "God damn fucking UNT! Ugh! Alert the Shah! Somebody!" And as he looks around, you see that there are people running that way anyway.
And then, as my action, I will summon my Wall of Force in front of me on the bridge.
Nice. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, so you've created cover for yourself, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so AC 22 and half cover, so that's AC 24, I think, now.
Yeah? Nice. So was that your action, yeah?
It is, yeah.
Alright. The Yuan-Ti draws the bow back and goes to aim at you once more.
Mm-hmm.
Both thud into your... You're lucky you summoned that. Both thud straight into the cover. And the wall of force shimmers with energy. Does it take damage?
No, it doesn't.
Ah, nice. Right,
It's just small.
And then you see him begin to retreat. And then he shouts something. You don't understand Abyssal, do you?
Okay.
So he just shouts something and you don't understand what it is. And you see some of the purebloods that have fallen are like picking up their weapons and grabbing anybody nearby and just trying to like wrestle them down to the ground. There aren't many people around. There were villagers off to the east on the top of the cliff face and stuff like that because there were settlements there. But they seem to be dragging them away. And the abomination up on the roof has disappeared.
Alright, I'll hold this position.
You hold that position, right? No one seems to approach the position, and they're retreating. Meanwhile, back at the Wreck Tavern, because the 3 rounds have gone by, the door opens up, and a worried-looking woman with a bald head, just stubble, scars all across her face, goes, "We're under attack!" And then just begins running down the street, screaming it again as she goes.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
For fuck's sake, and Macro jumps up and starts dashing in his inebriated state.
Yeah, you're going at half speed.
Where I can hear battle.
Yeah.
Best day for drinking games.
Yeah. Yeah, you and Gwendef definitely got 1 point of exhaustion.
I had a drinking game.
I am a dwarf.
I specifically said, "Are you out to get drunk?" And you went,
"Oh, we're
yes.
drunk. I didn't play these bullshit drinking games though."
Yeah. No, that's just from being drunk. However, once you get to Grildar, who seems to be holding a fortress down with 2 clerics, one of them is the dwarf, the Tideseer that Gwendef recognises, leant up against the wall of force, like, "Oh, I cracked my bonnet," like touching the back of his head. Whereas the human is kind of knelt down, looking up. There are some sounds of battle up there, but not a lot. However, Xerxil, you do actually hear it from where you are now.
Can I work out what's going on, or will I just hear noise?
You stand up. You can roll a perception check.
Cool.
Yeah, from here, you definitely see a fight going on, probably about 1,000 feet away. There's lights, there's sounds of cannon fire. You're like,
Alright, I'll head towards it.
And at that moment, you see a woman running down, like a bald-headed woman running down with scars on her face, going, "We're under attack by snake folk!"
And then I cast invisibility.
Okay.
And head to the ship.
Cool. The rest of you have reached the cover, so...
Broad.
So Gwendef, Darioso, Macra, Chester, I'm assuming? He's... Like, I haven't heard anything from Chester in a while, so I just assume...
I am here, I'm just listening.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you'd go to the cover.
So have I heard something's happening at this point? I'm still in the tavern.
Yeah, you were in the tavern with everyone else who said...
I am surrounded by people currently. I kissed death, and she returned the tonguing.
You went very fucking Royce Patrice and the Game of Thrones books then.
Oh, that's what he does when he's drunk. And you want to know the best part? She was fine in all the right places.
The Recklord Jack's the tavern keeper, like drawn like a big old blunderbuss, and just goes, "Well, put your money where your tongue is. Let's go."
Oh, your penis is big. Let's go.
He just runs off. Once you get there, though, Grildar seems to have like built a barricade, and sounds of battle are retreating.
Grildar, I heard a cannon. Did you buy a cannon? Please tell me you bought a cannon.
I ignore her.
Just
I
focus.
imagine if they're taking captives and I can hear people screaming and getting taken away, I go and chase after them.
Right.
Grildar, good man. To the barricades. To revolution.
How many feet is the closest UNT away? Because that one dude was able to shoot at Grildar.
He's retreated full speed. So basically, the way it works is you're at this bridge. And the cliff face is about 100 feet up behind the temple, and you can't see targets up there anymore. Unless you are like higher. However, you can make an athletics check if you do want to chase them, Makra, with a disadvantage.
What check am I running? Sorry?
Athletics.
Can I get really pissed off? And then I won't be able to maintain it for long enough. Yeah, I'll just do it.
1 round.
Fuck off.
Alright, so you're running uphill past all the dead UNT, some dead villagers, some guards with arrows in the back, some headless guards, blood strewn everywhere, body parts hanging in the mangrove trees, and you're running past burning down settlements. You're like, I'll have to put your hands on your kneecaps, take a deep breath, and then just vomit alcohol onto the floor. And you look up, and you see just torchlights flickering in the tree lines in the jungle as they're retreating.
I wonder if alcohol stitches are a thing. I've definitely
Oh, they are.
Really whilst drunk, and I don't think I've ever had a stitch.
They definitely are. I've had it.
Okay then. He's probably got an alcohol stitch right now then. If I can't catch up to anyone or help save anyone, I'll just keep trying forge onwards, but I can't imagine I'm catching anyone.
Mm-hmm. And just for sake of like brevity and quickness, they retreat, and the port kind of goes calm. More guards from the holdfast arrive, some 100 or so. Some of them with pistols, some of them with halberds, some of them with swords. Liviana, the Shah's personal bodyguard, the one they call Organatius, she arrives, with a sword drawn, and just looks at you all, looks at the barricade, looks at the arrows embedded in it, the chaos around. Oh. She sheaths her sword. They've gone.
We've taken prisoners.
Yes, about 50 or so, at least 20 with one abomination. They went up there. They took what was left of the guards and villagers, but I think most of them were dead by the time I got here.
We need to go after him.
She nods.
Not in your state, you don't.
Going after him.
I'll come with you, and I shall entitle my new book, Diablo Serpiente.
Where's El Diablo?
I'll rephrase my command to the Macra, seeing how he's properly pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll just go and stand on the other side of Macra and point, they went that way, go get him! Like, off to the wrong way.
Definitely just chased him that way. I'll go and fucking collar the ranger.
Ah, good sweet Grilda, you shall have your own forward. And I'll run off in the other direction.
This can only end well.
Where's the ranger?
Kaiser. He kind of like...
Kaiser.
Yeah, he strides up very kind of nonchalantly, with like a horn of mead in his hand. And he just goes...
grip him.
Well, what can I do for you, Macroft?
I grip him.
Yeah.
His mead falls to the floor. They went that way. Go find them.
He kind of like falls to his knees and then bends over and starts drinking it like a cat.
That's disgusting. And I like grab him, like his collar and like his belt, and like throw him up the road so he can start like walking that way. I want him to land feet first.
Sorry. He does, and he stumbles and then falls onto the bridge.
Oh, we're paying him so much money as well, and he's as useless as the rest of us. We need to go after him. We'll sober up on the way.
Well, I can track them. And he stands up, climbs over the barricade, kind of, you know when you climb a barricade and you can't quite do the full climb, and you got your leg on the other side, and you're trying to get over? He kind of does that for ages, and then just stumbles onto his side on the other side, and goes, wait, who put the barricade here?
I'll dismiss it at this point.
Oh, wow. Magic. Poof. And then he kind of like walks over towards the landslide. He puts his finger in the wound of a UNT. This way, points in the opposite direction, and then just falls on his face.
Everyone do what he does. This is a word from your admiral. Because, you know, Wave Cleaver is captain, and Gwyneth also falls over where she stands.
Most of the crew are so pissed that they didn't even make it out the tavern.
It's a good day for battle.
However, Grilda,
you just falls to his arse and then starts hugging his knees and just like doesn't know what to do.
Did you tell the group about who's missing?
I will tell those who seem sober enough to absorb any of the information.
Grilla, you sent me to the fucking ocean.
Were they not there?
Oh, you appear to be in a state of disarray. Allow me to lead you to the Serpiente.
What?
So,
Grilda. Grilda, come on.
Stay here. You're in no state to chase after them. We need to prepare our defenses. I know somewhere safe where we can go.
No state. I'm the hero.
And I'll head over to my uncle's place.
Uh-huh.
And I imagine that like every 50 meters I need to stop and check if everyone's still following or whether they've fallen on their face.
Gwendeth's already said she's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stumble after you. I imagine I've like frequent rests.
Mm-hmm.
Look at its lithe, tender body. Slithery.
I can't fucking.
We can't even.
Okay, you head towards your uncle's. Basically, it's his own little holdfast. It's Smithy, basically. And you see that he's already outside giving orders to some of the apprentices to fortify the surroundings. And as you approach, he's like, "Oh, little Grilda, I see you've come back.
That I have.
What can I do you for?"
What have you seen? I guess you have a better vantage point than we did down there.
Snake people. It don't
I
matter.
just give him the blankest look I've ever had in my life.
I mean, that is the biggest attack we've ever had, but they do kind of occasionally probe our defences. That's why I lined up the cannons. And he's got a
Do
big
they
smile on
normally
his
take
face.
people?
Just so you know, he's in his dressing gown with like a little sleeping cap on.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah, and he's like, and he's you see behind him, his husband has taken the opportunity to actually get dressed in his fine black leathers, and he's given regal orders. But your uncle's still got kind of like the sleeping cap slightly askew, wearing the kind of like an orange girdled dressing gown. Looks kind of stupid with his pink gown and his white spots. Going, you there, you, yeah. And he goes, but I got to fire the cannons in my undergarments.
Yeah, when it comes to cannons, I don't think it matters too much what clothes you're wearing, so enjoy, I guess.
Nearly burnt me pecker.
I'll chuckle and say, well, do you mind perhaps keeping this lot here for a bit? They're not in a fighting mood, and I don't trust anywhere else in the town to be safe at this point.
Oh, aye, who's this fine lass? As Gwendeth.
I am Gwendeth Redfoot.
Oh,
We
Redfoot.
start screw about dragons at some point.
Gee, oh, I know the Redfoots, dragon hunters. All of them, or what's left of them.
Finally! No one's heard about the Redfoots here, and it's really getting to me, because I thought we were quite famous. Like, there's books about us, but not here. I've checked the library. They just don't have a book. They have books about cooking and stuff, but not about dragon slaying.
Get in. Get in. Stop talking. He's just kind of issues you forward into the smithy.
Am I there as well at this point?
Yeah, you are there. Of
But
course.
I'm commandeering the smithy.
He just leads you in. And who are you? And he points towards.
I'm Castor Decker. Perhaps you've noodled me before.
Excuse me?
Perhaps you do have a resting area. And he'll botch like Lehman's tiny hut and create like a fucking pile of shit on the floor. That fucking do. Just like curl up.
It just looks like it's all warbling and just not like proper physical. It's just like kind of an ethereal dome that's doing nothing for you.
Fuck, there we go.
Nice, okay.
And then lay down beside it, I guess, because you can't figure out where to go.
Oh yeah, he hasn't gone in it. He's like laying down like 4 feet away.
I like it. Alright, and I'd say macro, everyone walks in. The smithy in here is kind of like warm, very toasty. There's a giant bell-shaped construction in the centre on a raised dais. However, as you guys are going about your
Macro's
business,
just slowly sobbing to himself. We need to go save the people.
Xerxil, you go to the rowboat in your usual space, I'm assuming, eventually?
Yep.
As you do, and you climb on board, you are accosted slightly by Vivian, who goes, "Hey, you."
Can she see me?
Looks like she can.
What?
Why are you sneaking around the boat?
Zerxil not sneaking. Zerxil come to find people. Big bangs.
Is that so? I see it. She looks across and you see behind her, Mimu and Fixu are kind of like slightly a few feet behind her. And some of the crew are still around and they're all in the netting watching it from a distance. Big bangs, you say?
Lots of them. Zerxil come to find reinforcements.
Is that so?
Hmm.
She like narrows her eyes at you. Can you roll a deception check?
I can give it a go.
Yeah. Let's open Vivian's sheet. Well.
Let's. I want to do well. That's a little bit better.
Alright, so she got 3 over you. She does look at you weirdly and goes... She doesn't like identify that you, of course, you were anything to do with the attack or anything like that, but she does go, "You're hiding something, little man."
Zerxil doesn't hide. Zerxil powerful, strong.
In the back of your head, you hear the toad going, "Yes, we are."
Why would you do that?
Where are the crew?
Zerxil thought on boat. That's why here.
There's something dodgy going on here. He like goes to one knee to be level with you. It's you retreating several minutes after lots of bangs. What did you do?
What did you do?
Well, nothing.
Exactly. At least Zerxil try and do something. He find help. You just sit here and do nothing. You scared.
I cannot argue with that. Your logic sounds fine. However, it's the fact that you've cast invisibility on yourself and then snuck back on the ship.
If Zerxil not invisible, then whatever happens could find me. That's not good to find backup.
He got a point.
You're nowhere near there. You're several thousand feet now, 2,000 feet away from the ship. She says, "Okay, Xerxil, but I need you to do me a favour then."
For what? Zerxil owe you no favor.
He shrugs, goes, "Because you're a member of the crew?"
Zerxil catch fish for crew. Is that not enough?
I guess it is, if that's how you pay your price. I just
pay my price. Who's paying price for Xerxil? We should be killing God King. This isn't kill God King. No one helps Xerxil, but Xerxil always helps others.
The God King thing? Wait. You have to be patient.
Xerxil is patient. He doesn't complain. Just you complain.
I wasn't complaining. I wanted you to send a message for me. That's what friends do, Xerxil. They trust one another to do things for each other.
Xerxil not know how to send message. You think of Grildar.
No, I meant you use your legs. Go find the crew.
Xerxil tell you, I thought crew here. Don't know where crew are if not here.
I'm sure you can use some of those fine senses you've got.
Oh, snakes!
I think I actually hear one.
Fine, Xerxil. Go about your business. I will leave with the children and be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so she does actually take Fixu and Nemu off the ship. down onto the path and leave with them, holding their hands. Anything you need to do on the ship? There's about 4 crew members left on the ship.
I'll be not invisible and shout after her. Zaxo found some crew!
He looks up and goes, wait, where?
Yeah, they're right behind you.
She sighs.
Don't need to have good senses for that. They're just right there.
She just walks off. She's just... Did you want to do anything on the ship, Rocket?
No. Not at all.
Fair enough. Okay, so the night goes by relatively uneventful. Most of you can get a long rest. Actually, I'll say all of you can get a long rest. However, Macra, Chester, and Gwendef, you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Well, even after a long rest.
Yep.
Ah, you bollockry.
You're hungover.
I've never been hungover in my life.
We'll do Constitution saving throws to see how it goes. Go on.
Okay.
Get in.
Yeah, Macro, you fine. Gwendef, hungover, for sure.
I'll sing a little hip-hop rap.
Attempt to hip hop, what the fuck?
To get advantage of my Constitution saving throw. Yes!
The hell, yeah, that actually passes. What do you say?
Oh, have I actually got a rap?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I should have renamed it to something else.
You don't have to. You can just
oh man, I've had so much beer. Hang on.
It's fine if you can't.
Yo, I woke up in Leomund's tiny hut, and now I'm...
Feeling in a rut?
I don't know. I'll work something out better for next time, I promise.
That's fine. Alright, that's actually quite a cool ability. Yeah, you pass. However, Gwendef is like very bad this morning. Like, very groggy, headachy. Water is brought to you, a pitcher of water,
Was
but
it passed with a 5?
he had 17.
Why?
The advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. Oh,
I mean, I have
You're
advantage
right.
on saving throws against poison.
Yeah,
so
you
in
still
theory,
failed.
my roll... What did I roll as the other one?
11.
Oh, an 11. Okay,
actually,
I take it back.
Chester, you are hungover because your counter charm doesn't.
Yeah, I know, I was blagging it.
You
I'm hungover, it's
peanuts. I thought it was some sort of extra bard ability that only you had.
It's so annoying as well, because I came up with the perfect rap afterwards, but hey-ho. I'm quite hungover. What did I miss? I had a dream last night about long, slimy snakes. Ugh.
I think I may have had the poison after all. Clearly only poison could cause this heinous hangover.
Arioso wakes up very hungover.
Some monk kept buying me drinks at the bar. You kept me away from him, right?
Right, come on, we need to go save the people.
Which people?
What
The ones
people?
who got taken by the lizard people. Snake people.
Which snake people?
This is what happens when you let your guard down as the champion of the arena.
I've never let my guard down before. Well, I guess I did when I fell off the airship. I have let down my guard before once.
That and when the monkeys beat you to death. Well,
That is true.
Definitely lost your edge there.
My guard was mildly down with the monkeys. I've also been poisoned by radiation. My guard has been down.
So will someone fill me in?
We were attacked by 1T.
Devilish creatures.
They eliminated some of the town guard and took villagers probably to sacrifice them.
Then we shall take the fight to them.
I'll go and grip Kaiser.
Yeah, okay, Kaiser. However, Xerxil, early hours of the morning, someone leans over the edge of the balustrade into the rowboat, and it's Vivian. Oi, Xerxil, wake up.
Oh, no, what?
I found the crew. Come on.
No, I found the crew. I told you this yesterday.
No, the proper crew, not the night crew. Come on, and she puts her hand down to grab you.
I'll take the hand.
Yeah, she carries you, like, kind of lifts you up onto the deck. She goes, they're at the smithy. There's been an attack, and I believe they're going to do something foolish.
I hope we pay the night crew a lot more, because that job sounds fucking awful.
Probably. They're always doing foolish things.
They're going to require your help, though.
Yeah, probably. Okay, Zerxel, go.
Right, and she leads you on her own this time up towards the smithy, this huge kind of flat, blocky building against the cliff face. And at that moment, you see as you walk through Zerxil, very kind of Gwendeth just guzzling water, looking very zombie-like. There's a Darioso vomiting into a nearby vase. Most of the crew are here, but they seem to be discussing stuff. But they do a head count, and George does walk up holding his head and says, "Yo, where's Frank? His lesser restoration seems to always deal with my hangover."
I think they got Frank.
They got Frank? What?
They have Frank.
I definitely feel like you're using Frank for the wrong methods as well.
We're going to war.
Yes.
Someone give me a paper. I'm going to write a formal declaration of war.
You're not. We're just going to go and kill them. Where the fuck is Kaiser?
A very finely dressed dwarf in black studded leather with fine trim goatee walks past you, slams some paper into you, goes, "There you go."
Grilda, about time.
I'm not Grilda. My name is Lane.
Sorry. You said that. I'm still a little bit hazy.
Did you just mistake his uncle's husband for Grilda?
I did, but I did it on purpose.
I know, but it's just funny.
It happens to the best of them. Oh, you must be Grilda's uncle. I see the similarity.
No, that's his husband.
Hi, I'm Lane.
Oh, you're his husband. Wait, you're his uncle's husband. I see the familiarity.
Why are we still having this conversation? Can we just go kill the snake people, please?
Yes, they have Frank. I need Frank.
Yeah, let's get Frank back.
He's like the crew mascot.
What? They have Frank? Well, let us away.
Where the fuck is Kaiser?
Who's Kaiser?
My name
I'll grip him
is
before
Kaiser.
he finishes his sentence. And I'll slap him.
Wow. He opens his eyes, and then a little bit of vomit dribbles from his mouth. And he goes, "What can I do you for?"
Is there a bucket of water somewhere?
Yep.
I'd rinse his head.
He comes up and goes, tastes like iron.
Yes, right. Go find the snake people. Let's go.
You drop him to his feet, he wobbles. Well. Spits onto the ground. Well, I can help. I think.
God, if they've done anything to fucking... Oh, I'm gonna belt you. Come on, let's go.
I mean, remember when I signed up, I said I could do things like this, but I can't fight in this condition.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Just fucking find us there. I'm gonna murder them all. We need Frank
Maybe
back.
none of you should fight in this condition.
Sure,
I'm not in any condition.
Don't you think we have priorities?
Priority is Frank right now.
That's strange to hear when it's your daughter's in trouble.
My what?
All right on the ship. They've got a woman with fucking very powerful fists looking after them.
Well, when she decides to look after them, she left them earlier. Just goes off on her own, does her own thing.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Lizard Man. I trust her a lot more than you at the moment. Right, come on.
Why do you not trust Zerxil? Zerxil always help you.
Because you've only been here 2 minutes.
So she.
She's been here at least 5 minutes.
Can we stop discussing this and go save Frank? Because he
Yes.
kind of saved my life, and also he's like the nicest person here. Except maybe George.
I grab Gwendeth and Kaiser and force them out the door.
Good luck. And Kaiser kind of walks down the steps, stumbles around, and when you get to the jungle's edge, he turns around and looks and goes, "Well, has any of you had any jungle experience?" And he looks purposely towards Zerxil, as if he's like blaming you or something. He just kind of stares straight at you.
Why are you looking at me? Zerxil live in swamp, not jungle.
Oh, I apologize. I thought that you may be of jungle lizard folk ilk. However...
No, cousins are.
So would you know anything about these creatures? I currently am not acquainted with them. I hunt them.
Big snake.
I hunt
No.
them. But I don't really talk to them.
Think of snake. Think of arms. Put together. Snake arms.
I continue to grip him and then walk where I last saw them.
Yeah. Okay, so he does kind of kneel, look at all of the broken branches, the burns. There's like ash kind of like settling down all on the ground here from some of the burnt out houses. You can hear some sobbing nearby. And then Kaiser goes, well, follow me then. And heads off into the jungle.
Into the jungle.
Grelda, how many snake people are we gonna have to shoot?
All of them.
Because I only have 20 arrows. If it's more than 20 snakes...
Then you have to use something else than arrows.
Is your uncle gonna sell his cannons?
Doubt it.
Like one of them?
Perhaps, but not now.
Just so you know, Todd, like, Rocket has actually messaged you in the group chat.
Has he?
Yeah, in the Roll20 chat.
Ah, shit. I was on Discord.
That's alright.
I mean, shooting snakes is kind of like shooting dragons, isn't it?
Sure.
When death want cannons, right?
I do want cannons, yeah.
Why are you so determined for us not to go get Frank back? What's Frank ever done to you?
Was that a whisper?
Frank is nice, but we have things to do. This waste of time.
Yeah, the thing we have to do right now is get Frank back.
Everything I've done since I've met any of you has wasted my time.
I
was
feel
that
like
a
we've
whisper? I can't
also
tell.
extended your life by a significant margin by doing so, so you can zip it.
We could have taken that dragon the first time we met her.
Yeah, sure.
Probably not.
It wasn't a whisper, by the way, Todd. It was just
Oh, it was in the mouth. Ah, no. I must say, I'm quite partial to Frank. He has saved my life twice since we have started this voyage. I endeavour that we move to save him. Useful in a pinch, that man.
Everyone loves Frank. Let's go, Frank. We're currently on the path to save Frank. So
He's agreed to do my next author's portrait. Very handy.
Would like to actually use a ranger ability.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would like to expand a spell slot of first level.
Uh-oh. Okay.
To use Primeval Awareness on Oh, does it not include monstrosities? I take back what I said. I'm not using this ability. I was so close to using a ranger ability, but no monstrosities. I was sure they would be in there.
How did you ever think monstrosities are ever going to be in there? It's always them. What is it? 7 options. Like in anything, it's always them 7 options if it's related to a ranger.
Dear sweet Jackson, you should know that Frank will help us in our endeavour against the God King.
I would also like everyone but Xerxil to also roll Constitution saving throws.
Well, that seems
I get to
fair.
skip this because I crit the last one. God damn it.
What's it for? Is it for poison by any chance? Or
No, for disease.
Oh, I thought it was going to be for radiation.
Am I gonna be diseased as well?
Let's go wandering into the jungle where you get
Do
bitten
I still
by...
get that point of exhaustion from earlier because I crit me con? Or was that to decide whether we were exhausted or not?
Yeah, if you did pass, you don't get exhaustion.
Oh, okay then. So I've got no exhaustion.
Okay, so it's about 3 hours of just walking through this jungle, following Kaiser. However, Gwendef, along with the hangover, you are beginning to lag. You are feeling horrible. You're slapping at bug bites on your arms, your face, your back of your neck is sweating something chronic. You suddenly are becoming extremely thirsty, and these red pimples are appearing on your wrist and the palms of your hand.
I'm sick. I'm tired, and I want my Frank.
Let's go get him.
Xerxil's sick and tired of this shit.
And after this 3 hours walking, Kaiser brings his hand up, points down, and he goes low and begins crawling on all fours forward, pushing branches slowly out of the way.
I think he's turning into Snake.
And he beckons forwards Gwendef, Macra, and Chester, the ones not wet, and Xerxil, and then says, Grildar, Stay back.
You know, Gwyneth also wears like armor that gives it disadvantage on stealth.
Oh yeah, she doesn't call you forward then.
Are we being stealthy? Well,
Yes, can you guys roll stealth if you want to come up and take a look?
oh dear. Stealth is not my forte.
And you've been alright at it so far. I feel like the last.
I think generally,
let me just check something. I don't think I have disadvantage either.
Actually,
to be honest.
+5.
I don't think you do anymore. You upgraded your armor. I think you got half plate now, and you don't get disadvantage of that, do you?
No, half plate does. It's breastplate that doesn't. That's what I was checking.
Ah, right. Sorry.
Half plate still has it.
Ah, right. Okay.
So I shall stay back.
I'm just putting you on the map. Don't worry.
Oh, that's a map.
Yeah, stealth isn't my forte. Fucking scores the highest out of all others. All fucking nonce.
Right, calm down, calm down.
Can someone check his dice? Is there like only numbers from 10 to 20 on it?
Okay, so Kaiser points through the brush, and you see there is a pathway leading up to a huge temple. The temple has these. First thing you notice is these jade statues of cobras either side of these very steep moss green steps that lead up to like a precipice at the top, where a large golden gong situates.
A large golden what?
Gong. You know what you hit? Like bong.
A large golden what?
Gong. You asshole. Anyway, yeah.
Exactly what you were saying, Liam. For fuck's sake.
However, there is a pile of heads at the base of the stairs, and it's slippery and greasy with red-stained blood. And you can hear some people begging, and then you hear as it's cut out. And then what you saw, the same abomination Grildar saw last night, froze another head bouncing down the steps. And they're all speaking in like a language none of you understand.
I swear to God, if they've hit Frank, I'm going to fucking dismantle this monument brick by a fucking brick. Can I see something that looks like a leader?
Yeah, the big fucker.
How far away are we?
Alright, let me get the arrow out. You're about 140 feet currently. Do you want me to bring you over to the map?
Yes, please.
If you could.
I'm missing someone. I'm missing... I don't know. Tell me who's missing.
Maybe me. I can't see shit.
I can just see blackness and darkness and blackness.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
one moment. You shouldn't be able to.
Now I see.
I'm sorting you out, don't worry.
I can now also see. Oh, I wish I didn't see.
I can now see.
Grildar should be able to see. Toddle's there, Curtis is there, Adrian's there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like how
Yep.
Zerxel probably saw this and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna work together with these guys.
Yeah, you see a bunch of these creatures like basically performing ritual executions, and it takes a moment.
Nice.
It takes a moment, but most of you do see Frank in line with his hood down.
So I'm going to creep another 15 foot forward.
Okay.
I'll do that 1, 2, 3. I think that's close enough now. Is that 120 feet, you say?
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Okay. Yeah. So far, they don't know you're here.
Maybe another creep forward. I'll then lock eyes on Gwendeth and pull out my javelin of lightning.
Oh, in that case, I now also creep forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll like wait. I'll just keep looking at her until she knocks an arrow.
Oh, let's see. I want to shoot the big one that's close to Frank. So
Yeah, and then the cue is me getting really pissed off and throw. Actually, I don't need to be raging to attack recklessly, do I? I just fucking throw this javelin as reckless as I ever have.
I forgot my range is insane. I didn't even have to go forward.
I think reckless only helps normally attacks.
Yeah, it does.
Ah, I thought it was just.
Right.
It sadly does not.
Does anyone else want to position themselves anywhere else? Because
Wait, is it on melee attacks or attacks with melee weapons? Because a thrown javelin would be an attack with a melee weapon. This is an important distinction.
I think it's melee attacks.
and at that moment, as you're creeping forward, Gwendeth, you
melee weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Get in.
And you
Well,
see.
no, it's
No, that's the one you don't want.
That's what I don't want.
You want attacks with melee weapons.
Oh, you bastards.
You all see Frank being dragged forward and the big one going,
I would like to shoot the big one.
Right, we can roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm throwing the javelin line. It's still a disadvantage.
Roll initiative.
I'm really pissed off still to do it, so I'll get some extra damage on it.
I actually have disadvantage on initiative because it's an ability check.
Yep.
So let me roll again. 13.
I got advantage just because I got advantage.
Oh, look at you! I'm Curtis. I got advantage on initiative. Look at me. I feel like we're in Saving Private Ryan, even though it was nothing like this.
All right, so
that was that was one of our questions on the when I did the quiz on the train quiz. Who plays Private Ryan in Saving Private Ryan?
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Liam, you ruined that bit too quick. Everyone else struggled on the train.
That's easy.
I would have no idea.
Can I have Chester Decker's initiative?
Oh, you can. Good man.
I'll do it for him if he's not here. I'll do it. Took too long.
Now look at Chester rolling high on initiative.
Alright, okay, so we do have a surprise round for you guys, obviously. Macro.
Get in. Oh, why did I close my character sheet then? That was the opposite of what I wanted
And
to
just
do.
so you know, the...
18. No, 14.
Where's it going?
I shout, what's going to be good against these? Red Dragon, as I throw it.
Where are you throwing it?
Where I currently am, so 120 feet I should be. The big dude.
The big dude, you're not in range.
Oh, I swear I measured 120 feet.
Wait, yeah, you're just in range, actually.
I get pissed off as well, so I imagine that makes me a bit bigger.
It does. Just so you know, the steps are difficult terrain.
Sound.
I'm not gonna go anywhere close to the steps.
Alright, so you throw the javelin straight at him. Let me check his statistics.
Is Frank the only one left up there? Or is there
No, there are other villagers cowering down. I just didn't make tokens for them.
Because we don't care about them. This is a Frank issue.
Alright, and the javelin strikes him straight in the side. That's a very good elemental damage roll.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
You rolled very well there. And it just... And you... Grilda.
Yep. So... First things first.
Quick step.
I have this. So my movement speed is 90 feet without taking any further movement speed. So let's take that first. 1, 2, 3.
Porn Storm is an interesting X-rated video.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was from there. So.
Oh, and just so you know, to your right and left, there are big bronze doors leading further into the temples.
Yeah, so this is 90 up to here.
Yep. Remember that those last two steps were difficult terrain.
Ah, okay.
The stairs themselves are so big. If you've ever been to like Mexico and climbed up those steps, they're really fucking difficult to climb. You know, that kind of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I feel like because he's a dwarfy bitch should be making an athletics check on everyone to pull himself up.
They're not that big. They're just really steep.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll dash as well.
Oh, nice. And you're just like running past all this slick blood, and the two giant cobra statues beside you.
So if you dash, no, your movement speed is double. Does that? So you just had 90 feet then. Does that mean you get another 90 on top of it if you dash, or is it just your base walking speed you get back?
Yeah, no, it's not a move action, so it's another 90. So it's
that's why they don't make bonus action cantrips.
There are some. Very few.
Yeah.
But this one is specifically limited to the class as well, that's why. So what was another 90? So that's another How many squares is that?
18.
18. So
9
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, good times.
Oh god, yeah, they just look. Oh, you just come up like the Flash, just it's Wolf like, and then all their faces twist in concern. They're doing a much concern.
Yep, charging shield first, battle axe in the other hand,
Yeah.
and that's my turn.
All right, Chester Decker, are you
Let's
there?
go. I am.
Your turn.
Yeah, I've missed something slightly. Who's this?
That's an imp.
Is it an imp on our side?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
It's
Does he...
Xerxes.
Oh, Xerxes imp. Okay.
So
You
we
have
aren't
to-
sure if it's
I
on
don't
us.
know if they're on our side or not, though. But
I'll run here for the moment, and I'll be like, any of you fine gentlemen wish to gain strength of the like of which you've never seen?
hurry up and save Frank, you deckard.
Can I polymorph the imp?
Yeah, but you can only polymorph him into something equal to his challenge rating, so something really shit.
Ah, bollocks. No, is it not equal to my challenge rating?
No,
No?
it's the challenge rating of the creature, so you can't turn an imp into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, I think everyone else here is probably more effective than beasts anyway, so fuck it, I'll lay hands on myself. Haha. It is time.
What are you turning yourself into?
T-Rex, obviously.
He's not
So
high
I
enough
can't do
yet.
that until level 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Giant
go
ape.
giant ape.
A slightly more handsome.
It's the bear as a gorilla! That's the best fucking... You turn into a giant ape then, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, cool. One moment, let me give it to you. You should have control of the actual token as well.
I'm pretty sure as a giant ape as well, you have advantage on athletic checks, so keep that in mind.
Alright, so that's...
No, you
your-
have proficiency,
do.
sorry.
So you should be able to open that character sheet now, by the way. Should be at the top.
Yes, it is indeed. Thank
Yeah, and then
sir.
you can open it and then click the bit like the fist attacks and stuff, or the rocks, whenever you need it. However,
Amazing.
the problem if you that was your action to do that, so
Can I move again, or is that it now?
you can move, but you can't use an action.
How far can I
It says it on the
move?
sheet. You can
Yeah, I'm
move
just having a quick look.
40 feet.
Yeah, but you've already used some of your...
Yeah, I'm going to check that first.
So if you've already used 40% of your feet of your 30...
He hadn't. However, remember,
I used 20 or so.
the giant ape does actually have a climb speed, so you won't have disadvantage while running up these stairs or even up the side.
I feel like you've got another 20 foot, yeah.
Yeah. Cool, I'll end my turn. Holy
Yep.
shit, look at that HP.
Yep. But remember, you have to make a concentration check every time you hit.
Yeah.
Right. So these UNT on the side, these pair run over to here. They look towards Grildar and just go to fire their short bows at him.
Yep, this is gonna suck.
However, both arrows ricochet off the sides of your armor. That was their go. Xerxil?
I tell the imp to get to Frank and cast a spell on him. So he spends this turn dashing.
Okay, you can move him. He can fly, can't he?
Yeah. Is it space or control or something else now for measuring movement? I can't even remember.
I don't know. Is it space, Arnie?
What?
To measure movement.
We've updated hotkeys by pressing
Oh,
Q.
it's Q. Yeah.
Q.
I think that's it.
I like how sneaky you're being, Dirksil, as well. You're invisible, so Koana can't actually notice you.
Oh, that's not even close. 55, 60, 75, 80. Is that 80 feet?
Because he can fly, he doesn't have to go up the stairs.
Yeah, no, it's 70 feet.
Yeah, I like how you've cast invisibility, so Koana can't like notice you and call you out.
Yeah,
and shit.
I'm still hidden behind the tree. And
Yeah.
Chameleon skin stealth as well.
Yep.
And the imp's invisible, so that's me.
Alright. Gwendeth.
I would like to mark the guy that is mean to Frank as my Slayer's prey. And then I would like to shoot the guy that is mean to Frank. 24.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's just a 12.
That cat is definitely just taxidermy.
Well, this one.
No.
So,
Doesn't move.
15.
I was going to say that.
Move though, I haven't killed you. Move.
They have been. This guy's got a javelin in his side, and now an arrow embedded in his shoulder. Ugh! Turns towards the group.
And I end my turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna take a piss.
These UNT that just have seen Grildar come rushing up, just like some of them fumble with their scimitars, and they just go to strike.
Is Frank dead, yeah? Have I missed?
They are just clashing on your armor, Grildar. However, one does find purchase on a piece of flesh underneath one of the ridges, and then slices you for 3 slashing.
Okay. I don't even look bothered.
No, the abomination grabs Frank, pulls him down, slits his throat, and then just turns and then uses the rest of his movement to move here onto the edge. Looks over, sees the ape, sees everyone, and you see Frank go, fall back, blood spewing from the wound. You guys have about 5 rounds to rescue him. I love how the people that it matters to have left the room.
Shit.
I'm definitely invested in Frank's life.
It matters to me.
Yeah, I saved you against radiation. Yeah.
He does actually have
Plus,
range.
he's going to do my orca photo as well, so it's.
Does have range. So what he does is he just reaches over and smashes a scimitar into Grildar twice. And both hit for a total of 24 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Just so you know as well, Frank's throat has been slit. He's got a couple of rounds till he dies.
Yeah, I heard. Is he actually unconscious? Or?
No. His blood's welling up underneath the wound, and he's holding it not holding it actually. His arms are behind his back.
Okay.
Just cure that wound on yourself, you dick.
Okay, so the other
I don't think cure light wounds exists anymore.
moves over here. This thing.
We're watching too much 2E, aren't I?
And takes 2 shots, one towards Grildar. Not Grildar, actually, sorry. They're going to take a shot towards Macra. Critical strike, fucking hell. This shot, boof, hits you straight in the chest for 8 piercing, so 4.
Wanker.
And then 8 poison.
Jesus Christ.
And then a second one hits you for 2 piercing and 4 poison.
Or is that you calculated to?
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
1 piercing?
Yeah.
And then how much poison, sorry?
4.
Well, fuck that.
Right, so we're back up to Macra.
Get in. Right. Fucking monkeys in my way. I've got 40 feet. So 80 feet. 16 squares of movement. Right, only half. Don't know. Yeah, is it just the climb speed? Is that the only way I'm getting past that difficult terrain?
Yeah,
Even though I'm bigger, is it not making my
No,
steps?
not making any difference, no.
Bastard. Right. Well, I'll do I dash or do I just move? Let's do my normal movement, which is so. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How far away am I? I'm just gonna be better if I get up there rather than. Actually, I'm pretty effective at throwing javelins, though. Let's see how far away he is. Oh, he's just outside of. I know it's 30 foot for short range, isn't it? Javelin. Yeah, 30 miles away. Yeah, then. Yeah, I will dash then.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be another 1, 2. I have 8, but now it's only 6. So then I get 3 up the stairs.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. That's annoying. Yeah, my turn's done.
Alright, so at that moment, at initiative count 20, this is before Grildar's turn, the bronze doors to Chester and Gwendef's right and left open. And UNT begin to pour out.
Ah.
That's like a sentence you just don't want to hear UNT begin to pour out. I feel like if you're listening to an audiobook and just the sentence pops up, UNT begin to pour out, you're like, again?
And this group here charges forward, makes the dash action, and just surrounds the giant ape.
I'm really happy there's a giant ape now.
Yep. Grildar, you're up.
Well, I wonder. What do we do with pushing past these guys? Do we allow this?
You can roll athletics to try and get past if you wish.
Would that take my action, or is that just trying to get past?
It will take your action.
Oh, fuck that then.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about it, by the way, Adrian? That Frank's throat is slit, and you've got a couple of rounds to save him.
No, I did not. This does change things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 5. We've got 4.5 left.
Yeah, the
what
abomination.
Does he lose blood?
It's initiative count 10 on the abomination's turn.
Oh, it's an abomination. Oh yeah, I guess he did the throat slitting.
Alright, so I cast Sword Burst.
Oh god, yeah. Of course you did.
Trying to get these people to disperse maybe a little bit.
Swords bursting out of people do have that effect generally, yeah.
Right,
I mean,
so
things, you know.
they're quite agile. You do hit one, but the others seem to be okay.
Are you painting on your face with Sharpie, Curtis? No, okay.
No, just screwed.
Right, so and some of them bring up their scimitars, dodge, parry. However, the one on the left goes claw as his stomach is opened up.
Okay. I think that's it.
Alright, cool. So we're up to Chester Decker in ape form.
Oh. Right. If I could move past all these pricks here, they're all going to attack me, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just smash. That's what you can do as an ape. You just smash.
Chester, smash!
Is it not worth barging past and going?
Nope, just smash.
Alright, smashing time it is.
Protect Gwenda.
So you get 2 fist attacks, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you can click them if you want, sir. Holy shit! Oh fuck! I loved it. Alright, so which one do you destroy?
I will pummel this one into the dirt.
Alright, yeah, so the first blow just kills him. Yeah, you kill and then with your left hand, who do you attack next?
I'll do it in a line, I'll do this one next.
Alright, that one hanging on. You've cracked him, you see his ribs are open, stomach, just blood goes everywhere. Alright.
Well,
Boom. Alright, I guess it's your turn.
that's it.
These guys here. What's up?
I coughed.
Oh, these guys here go to... Well, they just go to fire arrows at Grildar, who's up in their grill.
Grill.
One of them actually hit. The arrow sinks into your plate and just manages to scratch the surface, dealing 4 piercing and 7 poison. The other one just ricochets off the side of your armor and just goes skittering down the stairs. Xerxil.
Was that on me, sorry?
Yes, it was. So a total of 11 damage.
Third.
Well, you take half damage from poison, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so 7 poison damage, 4 piercing.
So it's still 11. Or was that beforehand?
I haven't halved it, so you would have taken...
Okay, so it's 3, so it's 6 damage. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so Xerxil.
The imp reaches Frank and tells him to fly, you fool, and cast fly on him.
On Frank. Frank's bound, but he can fly.
He doesn't need to move to fly.
Oh, I love spellcasters. They're very useful.
Yep.
Alright, so the imp's now not invisible.
Yeah.
And Frank's like...
I don't know, actually. I think he has superior invisibility. I'll have to check it.
Yeah, but yeah, you should check it.
Nope.
So he's
Maybe
visible.
I should have used one of the others that does have superior invisibility.
But Frank just begins to float upwards. Alright, anything else from you, Zaxa?
No, I'm just staying hidden. Because now I've cast fly, I'm not invisible, so...
Alright.
I'm just using my stealth.
Gwendef, you're up. You see these bunch of UNT running at you.
I'm gonna do something I rarely do.
Scrunch up
Chris.
crisps.
Pack it really loud.
Yeah.
Which is cast a spell that is not Zephyr Strike.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
That's nearly like...
I know what he's casting. It's Spike Grove.
Spike Grove, yeah, it's Spike Grove.
This is the only other spell he's casted. Is that exactly a strike and Spike Grove?
So, like, just around these guys, spikes appear. Actually, like, it's probably like centered. Yeah, centered here.
Around where? Oh.
This is the center.
There you go. My best circle ever.
No, I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Alrighty.
Don't run towards me, you dickhole. Jesus.
I mean, they have to go through a bunch of spikes to get to us now.
The ones in front of you, Grildar, are just going to keep trying to hack with their scimitar. One actually loses a scimitar. It goes towards your shield. You just hit his wrist, and it goes skitters away from him. However, one crits you for 4 damage.
How rude.
I rolled 3 and then a nat 1. And the other one brings his scimitar down really hard on top of your helmet, which leaves your ears ringing for 6 slashing.
Is that the sounds Grildar makes when he gets hit?
Mm-hmm. The abomination turns, sees Frank using his just to fly up, spilling blood all over everyone as he flies towards the group down back into the valley. However, the UNT does see the imp and does go to bat it. Hits him for 14 slashing.
Yeah, he does.
He just goes, "Grr!" And then turns, stabs it in the ground, draws the longbow, and fires an arrow down towards Gwendeth. And crits you. Oh my god. For a total of 25. So 25 piercing damage.
It's nothing.
And then 14 poison.
Why does everything we fight always have fucking poison damage?
Which is 7, because you
Yeah,
are
you're a
resistant to
dwarf.
that.
Yeah.
Oh. +7 again.
So,
I am a dwarf. Even though Gwendolyn is probably like the worst dwarf, so...
So yeah, Frank kind of lands onto the jade statue and just he's going gurgling. He says, "Unbind me!" As he goes, he's gonna fly down next turn, obviously. Right. Do you want to do me a favour and roll me 8d4, Gwendolyn?
8d4.
They're gonna try and just rush you, but they're running through 8d4's worth of spike growth.
16.
Nice. They get to about here because of that. Yeah, they get to about there because it's also difficult terrain, isn't it, right?
That is correct. It is a mean spell.
That was an awful damage roll, by the way.
I didn't notice until you told me, but yeah, that is garbage.
Well, let me check out the spell again. 20 foot. Yeah, so it's 8. So it's like 8. No, it's 2d4 per one, isn't it? So it should be 16 d4 they took, so roll another 8.
It's just one more, so this roll is also quite awful.
Yeah, but they all look like they're dying and bleeding from several different wounds.
You should have dealt at least 40 damage with that. You dealt 33. You've kind of not far from the wall.
I mean, Gwendolyn is not very proficient at casting spells because, she never fucking does it.
Well, you'd hope she'd be a bit more proficient at firing a bow since she does that all the time.
There are two up to your left, Grildar. The UNT with the bows are looking at you, just standing there like a tank, and then they look down at the 8, they're looking at you, looking at the 8, and they're like, and then they just see Macra go, boof, boof, and they just go to fire at Macra. They're trying to make decision, but Macra looks like he's about to ball through the entire line, so...
They're correct.
And Macra, you take a total of 4 piercing and 8 poison, as one of the arrows embeds in your knees.
So, 2, and then 8. This poison damage is fucking me hard, man.
Macra, it's your turn.
Oh, beautiful. Right, Zephyr Strike is a bonus action. I imagine to read the spell scroll of Zephyr Strike.
I'll let you do it as a bonus action.
Get in. Right, I'm going to take that off my spell sheet. I've now got an extra 30 feet, and which is 70 feet, and I've got 35 feet to get up here, but it's difficult terrain. That makes it 70 feet perfectly for me to get to there. And I've also got advantage on this without attacking recklessly. I'm going to big swing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it feels so good. 1, Three,
God.
that's a crit. That's a 26 and a 22.
That's not a crit, that's an obliteration.
You are.
Alright, so let me do this. Right, so the first one hits.
It's always fun when the snake turns into pure mist.
You hit him so hard that he goes flying to the ground. He's got 1 hit point, the first one. The next one, however, yes, is actually just turned to mist. There's no flesh left. He just turns into nothingness. You've hit him so hard, he's gone into the void and has appeared right next to Dolaf, and Dolaf has no idea why he's there.
Nice.
And then the next one takes the 18. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. You're like, and they're just like, ah! And the abomination is shouting something in abyssal. Ah! Anything else?
No, that's my turn done.
Alright, these finally just are all going to lash out at the giant ape.
Nah, bollocks.
Yeah, you might go down.
Well, no, he turns into himself again, right?
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
I can indeed, good sir.
As the monkey, remember?
Yeah. It's as the monkey, so you've got the monkey's con.
Yeah, so I got a hit.
Alright, so you're popped, you're turned back into Chester. You take 7 slashing. You don't take any damage, actually, because it goes to the 8.
7. I don't take any damage, but I go back to Chester.
Yeah, and then
You've
immediately.
only got a +4. Okay.
And then immediately you are bombarded by attacks from these UNT as they surround you. All of
So
them.
just stands there surprised, like, oh, did I ever tell you I was a fan of the fork tongue?
Yeah. Casting polymorph on yourself is a real problem.
Yeah. However, Chester, they all just keep slashing you like continuously, and you take a total of 12 slashing damage from all the attacks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yummy bastard.
Yeah, they rolled 2 1s for damage, so you got really lucky.
Nice.
Right, so Grilda, you got backup.
I will move over here, take the one away from this.
Yep.
One,
Which he does.
Sorry, I will dodge first and then I'll move there.
Oh, I see what you did. Because he actually would have hit. But yeah, you just bring your shield up as you run past him, knowing and intercepting the blow of the scimitar.
And regain some hit points from my didgeridoo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use that anymore, mate.
What?
Didgeridoo.
Alright. I guess that's the end of your turn, Grilda.
Yeah, he's in a bad place now, mate.
I'm assuming that is the end of your turn, Grilda.
It is, yes.
Thank you. Alright, Chester, your turn. Surrounded.
Jesus. I'm kind of like look left to right, like, oh, gentlemen, a little help here. And then I have an idea. I'll pop one of those.
That's thunder. Yeah. Whereabouts are you doing it? Because
I'm centering it on myself.
Oh, can you do that?
Yep.
Yeah, you can do it as a square around you. So
So
it just explodes outwards from you.
Oh, that's cool. So it hits them all.
Now the cat decides.
Well, they suck. They all failed.
Nice.
The one to your left and above, just his ribs open up, intestines go everywhere, and they get knocked back, don't they?
Yeah, they get knocked back as well.
Up to 10 feet, so these two go flying that way. Nice job.
And as I do that, are they all away now? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot about this one. And he's knocked that way as well.
Right, I will fuck off.
Very well there. Very well.
Goodbye.
Just it's a
Well,
circle. One of them lands next to you, like, ah! Just like 10 feet away.
And I'll shout up at Macra, fists! Use your fists! I got 1 in 1! And I'll explanabrag him.
Alright, cool. Nice work. Alrighty.
Done.
Alright. Put it down by 1. These guys retreat slightly. Up this way. 2. 6, and then fire 2 more shots at Grildar. Are you dodging?
Absolutely.
Fuck me, you dodged a really good hit there. Holy shit. Fucking that critical strike. Yeah, and all these arrows like raining off of your shield as you hold it up. Xerxia, your turn. And Frank, sorry, it's Frank's go. Frank kind of swoops down right next to Gwendef, lands and goes... You got 1 more round until he dies.
I don't have healing spells.
Then he dead.
I mean, it was really quite inconvenient for you to move him there. I had a scroll of Cure Wounds level 3.
Yeah.
But people are just like, oh, it's just, oh well.
Yeah, he was like, fly down to the group. In fact, no, he would have flown towards Chester, to be honest. I would put it that way. He would fly down, he's like, heal me.
Sir. And the portrait's free, right?
He doesn't say anything. His tentacles are just covered in blood. Xerxil.
I will very quietly, seeing as he called out for it, cast Find Familiar and summon a bronze dragon wormling and command it to break the bonds of the hooded man by Chester.
Jesus. How many fucking... I didn't know you could have one of them as a familiar.
Yeah, so I get improved familiars.
I see.
I am a witch. I also have this, which allows me to do it.
Give me a second. I will give you control of the familiar.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's basically what the witch class is. You just have familiars.
I love that, yeah. That's shit hot.
You should have control now. And yes, it does.
I do.
And it's quite cute. It acts like a puppy. Just bounds around. And then, like, he's like...
Yeah, they're pretty strong bronze dragon wormlings. He's got 15 strength.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. Just looking at it now.
Mine says 15 in the book, but I'll take 17.
Yeah, 17 from the monster manual.
Fine.
It's got some shit hot stuff as well.
Yeah, lightning breath is amazing. Yeah, fucking, I don't know why you're using spook.
Because it doesn't have it. So I've obviously got a specific one that I can use.
Okay.
It does not have that. But yeah, 15 strength is reasonable enough.
Yep, so noms through the ropes, and he's like, gah, breaks it free. Cool.
I just stay very still and quiet.
Nice. Gwendef.
I move here. Actually. I move here.
Stop! Cease! Go away!
And I use my... I can't actually use my signature spell, sadly, because it's also concentration. So I'm just gonna shoot the big dude. Twice.
Okay.
That's the first
Ouch!
one. That is with Slayer Spray.
Yeah, he looks hurt. Grildar in front of you just spattered with UNT blood.
And a 15 for the second one.
That hits still. Did I get Slayer Spray damage?
No, that does not.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, I feel like that was a good turn. I end my turn.
Okie dokie. The UNT take, like, the Abomination yells an order, and the UNT right here with Grildar and Makra just draw their swords and then wait, aiming them at Makra. The UNT turns towards Makra and in common kind of says, "Get on the ground." Can you make a wisdom saving throw, Makra?
Probably not.
No, you fail. And then, as you go and lay on the ground, they jump on you and begin to stab down.
Oh, that is cute. That's very cute, Liam. I enjoy that. That's tactical. We never do that stuff.
Nice. All right, so let me look this up. And you can half it afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
You take a total of...
I need the individual ones, remember. Blast not to me.
Alright, fuck, now I have to recalculate it. I'll half them for you as I go along, okay?
Alright then.
6. 12. So 20. 20 slashing damage total.
Bastards. Yep.
See, and also you're prone. These guys finally exit the spike grove.
Oh shit! How many times did I get hit then?
Total of 6 times.
What's going to be my saving throw for that to maintain concentration, or is it
10?
It's just 10.
10 every time. That's he failed.
Ah, no, fail. I'm no longer Zephyr Strike.
You are no longer Zephyr Strike. Alright, so these guys have run out of the spike grove. And they just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, a few steps they were still in the spike grove. Werewolf, they had they had half movement for the ones they were in the spike grove.
Yeah, they got to the edge with the dash action. That's why they took the full damage.
Okay.
Yeah. This one stops and sees Xerxil right behind the tree. Looks confused.
Come on, I got a 20 stealth.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I forgot that you had stealth.
20 advantage.
Oh, well, he does see you, actually. As I roll for it, he just goes... And then just continues to move towards Gwendef, because you're just standing there.
Just hiding in the tree.
They fan out. These two have run in with scimitars drawn. However, the 3 at the back go to fire go to fire arrows at you, Gwendef.
I can't believe I'm on the receiving end of my own bullshit.
And your AC is 16, so you take a total of... I'll half it for you. So you take a total of 8 damage on the first go, from the first arrow. 1 misses and skitters into the trees behind you. And then the next is 7 damage.
Okay.
I've halved the poison for you automatically.
That is good.
And these guys up here... I continue to fire at... No, they can't, because they'll turn and they'll fire at Grildar with their bows.
Still dodging.
Oh no, and they both miss. They just tish, tish. And then these guys continue to move towards the gong. Over here. Macra, your turn.
I'll use half my movement speed to stand up. So.
What was that on it?
Do they move to the gong to do something, or are they just moving back to retreat?
It looks like they're about to do something. One of them's dropped his short bow.
Okay.
Okay, Macra, sorry.
I use 20 foot of my 40 to stand back up. I will then... do I go for the Yuan? No, I don't need to, do I? I'll stand here. I've got reach. I can hit all 3 of them in a row still. One going from left to right. I will swing normally. I'm not going to do it recklessly because I feel like that's a silly thing to do at this point. So 1, 2, 21 and 16. 16 damage and a 32. God, that's an awful damage roll. 32 is a really
and the 32 hits it, and it just knocks part of his leg bent. He screams as the bone protrudes out, but he's still alive.
Jesus Christ, Liam. You brutalise your NPCs, mate.
What do you mean? What with the way that happened? The way they die?
No, just be the fact that his bone protruding from his leg and he's not dead.
I mean, it doesn't immediately kill you, but yeah. And what I'm saying is he's nearly dead. Like, you know, when I say stuff like that, it means they're like normally below 10 hit points.
I get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Still, brutal as fuck. But yeah, that's the end of my go.
Alright.
It means they're
Kill
skeleton.
any of them with that then. Like, neither of these two die.
No.
Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3 of the UNT gather up and then fire arrows at Gwendef. Gwendef, by the way, is fighting 8 purebloods.
I've noticed.
Most
I
of
don't know if anyone else has noticed.
One of the arrows misses and ricochets off your breastplate, just like, you know, like it just goes sideways. The other one hits you in your thigh, and as you look down, you feel the poison pulse through your body. You take 7 damage. I've halved the poison.
It is. I'm not saying it's looking badly, but I've had more hit points.
Alright, Grildar, it's your turn.
Yep, so these things definitely look like they're about to do something with the gong.
Yeah, you see one of them's gone for a mace.
Oh, actually, you can remove the spike growth.
honest,
I think it's safe to assume I've dropped concentration at some point after all the arrows.
You are recognised because, you know, Grildar, you're the one who did the investigation on the Tide Seer's wound last night. The large mace they're trying to... Yeah, the large mace they're trying to pick up looks very similar to like the wound on his head, the ridges.
How rude. They like bonked him on the head with the ceremonial mace.
The abomination.
Fuckers. Okay, well, I will run over here.
Oh, you accepting the attack of opportunity from 3 creatures?
Yeah, I think it's going to be much worse if I don't, so...
Alright, so... Yeah, fuckers. Alright, the abomination, however... reaches out as you go to run. What's your AC?
20.
Oh, yeah, lucky. And as he goes to bite, it just snaps to the air next to your face as you run away.
Good. Fucker.
Yeah.
And then I want to try and, like, either bull rush or somehow try and knock this mace
Well,
out of our hands.
Like a disarm?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Well, first of all, we'll go for that flex check. You get advantage because they're both trying to carry it because it's so heavy.
Okay. On my side, it's shit, but sure.
Oh.
Yeah, 15.
Turns out so is theirs. And you pass, of course you do. Yeah, you go doof with your shield and the ceremonial mace just kind of like donks to the ground. They both do the Pikachu meme at you.
Okay.
Amazing.
Was that my action?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Where is it on the floor?
I'll draw it. About there.
Okay, then I'll step back over here and
Guard it, yeah?
get in the way. Yeah.
Oh, you cheat that. Well played. Well played. Alright, Chester Decker, your turn.
Alright. Get ready. Pour a good lathering. And I'll rub my hands together and lather them up.
Okay.
And I will give him a sensual massage to stabilize him, if I can.
Yeah, go ahead. You gave him 12 hit points, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, so you lay your hands upon it after they're aloe veraed up to the point when his wound and his neck shuts. He looks pale, much more pale than usual, and then Frank just brings his hands up, and you see them glowing with divine fury as he looks at them. He goes, we're gonna burn them all in radiant fire.
Excellent.
Alright, anything else, Chester?
Yeah, I'll shout over to Gwendeth, I guess. I'll explain a bragger. Wait for it to load up. It might just be me, but I'd start with the one in front of you.
Oh shit, I didn't Explanabrag. If I used that on my fucking crit fail swing last fucking turn.
Everyone forgets the Explanabrags.
I know your feels. Todd,
Should we be reminding us more?
Alright,
More fault, mate.
so Explanabragged. That's it. Your turn over, Chester. Are you moving?
I'll stick with Frank for the... actually, no, I might move. He's not there anymore. I will move over here for the moment.
Oh, okay.
You can take care of yourself now, good Frank.
Alright. The other Yuan-Ti. Up here. They look towards the Abomination. The Abomination shouts something at them, and it goes to reinforce its allies. This one, however, steps over here and goes to shoot at Macra with a short bow. Misses. It goes wide. This one goes for the scimitar attack against the good old Grildar. Misses. Botches. Scimitar goes flying out of his hand as Grildar sees the opportunity to parry in a certain way, rings the thing's wrist, and he just drops the scimitar as it looks at it, holding its hand. Xerxil.
I will skitter back.
Yeah, you're surrounded by all these stomping feet trying to get at Gwendeth.
Yeah.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
The minimum damage kills all of them. I knew it would. All the ones that have gone through the spike growth were on like 7 hit points. So, just like, bah! Fire begins to spread up the tree. Kills these.
I'll get the wormling to come over and have a nibble on one of these guys.
They both got hit with a fireball, by the way. They both look pretty hurt.
Yeah, the one that got hit by the fireball gets nibbles, hopefully.
And dies. Yep, and the bronze dragon runs up like a puppy, bounces left and right, and then leaps up, bites him in his throat, and there's a gurgling as he falls back.
He's a dragon. He's got a fly speed. Come on.
No, he's all like clumsy. He's like, you know, big paws.
It's not Ryu, for fuck's sake. You can't
Big
do
paws.
this to me again. Why do I always get the retarded dragons?
That was a good dragon. You loved him.
Yeah, Ryu was great.
Right. Anything else?
No, that's it. That's action, bonus action movement.
Well, Gwendef went from being fucked to absolutely saved.
That is true. Though I would have obviously also solved this situation.
Yes.
With arrows.
With arrows. On the topic of arrows, I've done stuff I've never done before. You know, cast second level spells. So I would like to go back to just casting this, right?
Okay.
It's a bit too exciting for you, this combat.
And shooting the big boy again.
All right.
Oh, that's an 11.
No, he just it misses completely, and then ding hits the gong behind him.
Oh shit, that's 2 misses. I'm just very embarrassed.
And then the next one hits the stone altar, shatters against it.
That's just.
Oh shit! Yeah, you do force damage on Zephyr Strike as well. I should have added that as well. That's annoying.
Alright, I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, Gwendolyn.
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, the UNTs above begin to surround Macro and just begin to go in for some attacks. You get hit twice. I'll half the damage for you, so it's a total of 4 slashing damage.
Get in. Oh shit. Where's me?
However, the UNT Abomination now joins the combat and goes in to attack Macra instead of... It bites you on the shoulder for a total of... I'm not going to half it for you. 3 piercing and 7 poison for 10.
So you have half that then, yeah?
I've halved it.
So 13 in total then, yeah?
No, 10 in total for the first attack.
Total.
And then brings a big scimitar up, which you manage to parry away with the shaft of the diamond. But then at the last moment does a feint attack, cracks you with the back of its hand, and then shoves the scimitar straight for your chest and then rips it out for a 15 slashing.
Jesus Christ. Is that halved?
Oh, it's not halved, so it's 7.
Oh, get fuck for that. Jester!
Right you are.
Griswold. Not Griswold? What the fuck? Grildar, the UNT to your north are going to just try to hit you with their scimitars again.
Mm-hmm.
Both obviously failing as they begin to clash against your armor. Frank, however, needs to take his turn, which I totally forgot about. So before Macra, he runs up here gets to there.
Frank!
He's I'm coming.
Has he still not got fly? Why is he running?
And he just goes, Neptune bless you. And then as he brings his hands up, a blast of light flies from it and you heal for 12 hit points.
Oh, get in. Fucking love you, Frank. This is why we saved you. Fuck you, Zerxil.
Macra, it's your turn.
Alright, I should be able to hit all 3 of these with one big swing, I feel like. I can't see for the number. Am I overlapping them 2 squares? Yeah, I can overlap 3 squares like that. Yeah, I can hit all 3 of them with a big swing. Big swing then. Would have 8 force damage killed this one. Or 1d8 force damage killed the one to my northwest.
It would have, but you forgot, so...
You know, that's harsh, mate. I'd have let you have the force damage on me after the fact. That's harsh.
I wouldn't have taken it.
1, 2, 3, none of them reckless, and that's fucking awful.
Don't forget your Explainer brag.
Yeah, I'll use Explainer brag on the first one. What's our D8, is it?
Is it D8?
Come on. Big.
Yeah, it is a D8.
14.
And that's enough.
Get it.
Yeah, so the first one is just his midriff just turns to nothing, and his body kind of slaps down. It now looks weird with like fires on torso. And then the next one managed to dodge out the way as you've broken the leg of the other one. You pick up his leg, but as you swing on the backswing, he just goes flying. You hear the Wilhelm scream as he smacks into the Cobra statue and just slides down it.
And then 1, and then I'll move. I'll just advance that 1 step, and then that's the end of my go.
All right. The bronze dragon wormling is about to get some attacks as they turn on it.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so one of them goes to stab, trips on his own, and then smashes his head on a rock and just lays unmoving on the ground.
Nice.
The others, however, just one gets a slash across it for 6 damage, and the other just kind of like fails in its flailing.
Okay.
And we're on to Grildor.
Yeah, so you said this thing was pretty heavy, right? That they're holding.
Yeah, it's a large weapon.
Okay. Let me consider my options. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I'm just going to go. This is quite a drop, right here.
Yeah. Each level is about 30-foot drop.
Okay, so I'm just going to go and take this thing and lug it over the edge if I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can pick it up, but I want an athletics check to see if it gives you half movement. If you get higher than 15, you can carry it without half movement. You can't wield it, though. Yeah, so you can drag it with full movement if you want.
I was actually planning on throwing it, but I guess it's too heavy, yeah?
It is way too heavy for that, yeah.
Okay, then I guess a free item interaction, pick it up, and then dodge as I'm like holding my shield up with the other hand as I'm just dragging it with one hand. Holding my shield up and then just dragging it away over here.
Yeah, and your head does ring momentarily as a scimitar cracks you on the back of the head for 4 slashing. Yeah, how are the others just... Yeah.
With dodging?
Thank you. No, not with dodging.
Okay.
However, all of them just clang against your armor.
Yep, and then I'll just lug the thing over the edge here. And
Yep.
I'll try and get it like into this corner, because it's obviously that's the hardest place to go and get it from.
I imagine that's massively downhill, and it's just going to slide down
It's
anyway.
It's not even sliding.
No,
it's just
they're
drop.
just straight, right?
Yeah, it's 30-foot drop.
I thought the sides are smooth and just the steps were jagged, right?
No,
Okay.
the steps are kind of like very steep, just going up.
Right, okay.
All right, Chester, I guess.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
That was not half movement, so I will quick step. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll just get right back there.
Yeah, they're like. Oh. All right, Chester, sir.
Am I in? Okay. I'm gonna get close
Also
and
leave them
personal because I don't think I can get to Macra from there.
Chester! To be fair, Frank helped me out a good big bit.
He'll help
I
you
don't
out.
look as bad as what I was.
I'll run in and I'll draw the slender quill rapier.
Oh, going in for the melee strike.
Swordplay.
It's not even looking
No.
at you.
I'll swordplay him from behind then. I'm hoping that I've put this in mathematically correct, but please bear with me if I haven't. Bollocks.
I think you did.
Do you not have any decks?
He's added its strength instead, which is 0. So it should be a total of 6 damage.
I feel like we're gonna kill the God King, and that fucking
Hey.
rapier damage is still gonna be set up wrong.
I've set it up for you, by the way. It's correct now.
Thanks, man.
Let me click it. Yeah, now it's correct.
Perfect.
Right, so
Yeah,
you're
no,
running
well.
and you stab it from behind, right?
Yep.
And it goes straight through its back and out the other side. It's like, totally surprised. It turns around to look at you.
Consider yourself shafted. Sweet Xaxil. Finish this one off. And I'll drop him an explano.
Alright.
I'll end.
Out of curiosity, can that be used for the familiar?
Well, I was thinking that a second ago.
No, you'd have to explain it back to the familiar.
Oh, so I can actually do that, because I would have probably done that instead. Good little dragon dog. Get involved.
No, not Todd and dogs.
An arrow
I
goes
won't
flying.
bring that back, there's no way.
An arrow goes flying past Macrol's face, narrowly missing. And now it's
Bastard.
Xil's go.
I will dire familiar hex the thing and command him to attack.
Alright.
So it's 3 higher than that, and the damage increases by 5, so 14 and 21 respectively.
Ouch. So 14 damage, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll hide behind a log.
Yeah, it's just biting, it's ripping at its legs, tearing off its flesh. The thing's like trying to fight Chester. Chester's got a quill rapier in its chest, going, aha, swordplay. And then it's being bitten from the other side, it's just being torn apart. Alright.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, it's Gwendef then.
We're doing this again, Zephyr Strike.
Of course.
Come on! Ah! It's just so disappointing.
I know, whistles past the bronze dragon.
Don't you have an Explanabrag?
I do have an Explanabrag. I would like to add my Explanabrag to the 11.
Who are you fighting?
Fucking Explanabrag?
The big boy.
Oh, big boy. Okay, roll it. Let's see what you get.
What? Is it a D8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus, wet.
This is just not my day.
And Grildar, you just see one of like a force imbibed like arrow just go whistle past and over into the jungle near you.
It wouldn't have been 11 anyway.
Redemption.
Haven't you got exhaustion?
It doesn't give you disadvantage to attacks.
Is that on the second level of exhaustion?
Alright, this one, however.
And it does Slayer's Prey twice because I haven't had Slayer's Prey this turn yet, so.
Oh, dickhead, that's exactly the amount of damage to kill it. How'd you kill him?
Well, my first arrow just whizzes past him, and
Yeah.
I imagine him just comically looking after it. And then just in the back of his head, there's now an arrow, and his eyes just go towards the arrow that's sticking out of his
Oh, yeah.
frontal lobe.
He just slides into death.
It's just the first one just flies by. It's like, raging shot, raging shot.
And I end my turn. Redemption. I've redeemed myself.
Yep. Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reaches there. He brings his hand up and goes to cast something straight. Yep. And right next to you, Macra, that pure blood who's drawn his scimitar and is trying to just goes, and then there's a burst of sizzling light, and he goes, looks down. There's a hole where its heart once was, and it just, and you see he's fired a guiding bolt from 2 fingers, and he just goes, then wipes off the flames off of his fingers, and begins to continue trying to move up the stairs.
Go on, Frank. Fuck him up.
And these guys are just going to wail on Grildar as they've been doing.
Fuck him up, Frankie.
You still dodging?
No, because I was.
Okay, so you take 2 slashing damage.
Or was I? No, because you said it was my action, right? To
Yep.
do the thing.
So you take 2 slashing damage. As one of them manages to get through.
How rude.
Macra,
What's that one random Yaunty doing, man?
he's firing arrows at Grildar.
Right, okay.
He's ruined my plan because I wanted to suplex the big lizard down the stairs, but it was never meant to be. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can reach all 3 from there with reach. And I'll just twat these 3 that are all around Grildar.
Alrighty.
I'll do the rest of them recklessly because I should have said that before, but we'll ignore that one. And then these 2 are reckless. Trust me, not fucking need it, dickhead.
All 3 hit, just fine.
Pissed. No, the first one doesn't take because I didn't announce it before.
No, it hits.
Oh, get in. Fair enough then. Then we go.
Yep, just crack, 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 crack. Body parts go flying.
Get in.
Grildar.
Well, I see my cross doing his dumb thing again, but getting close to me.
You've been dodging all the time anyway, you little bitch. Just fucking hurt me. Do it, you pussy.
Hurt me more.
What damage does it do? Does it do slashing? Or force?
Well, you asked for it.
No, it's
Nice.
force and all. Oh, that's a good damage roll as well. I mean, I got advantage on that. I reckon I saved
yeah.
that. I think I'll be alright there. So I just scream at you, hit me, you pussy! And then I like try and jump to the floor. I got advantage on that, I pass, get it.
And one of them manages to dodge out the way and like just narrowly miss it as it slices across the gong. However, 2 of them gone full saw like straight down the middle, and they just slide. Their body just slides apart.
Very good.
Anything else, Marcel?
No, that's fine.
Then we're up to Chester Decker.
Huh? Right. Let's finish this one off, shall we? Although I do fuck all with the slender quill rapier, I may as well hit him with, seeing as they're so cheap these days, a confetti explosion. Please! Fuck's sake.
Give it a second. Let me see what happens. Yeah, you blow them apart.
Excellent. Haha.
Just
I'm not gonna waste any more explanabrags on.
all there's left is a pair of sandals with feet in it.
And I'll move around here. Why do you cower, sweet Zuxil? I'll end my turn.
Right, this one sees you move, steps there, and it ignores the familiar and just goes to stab you.
Tactics.
Yeah, and you just turn and full Chester flourish, parry away the first, and then with your left hand move him away, and he headbutts the tree.
You crafty swine!
How many fucking ones am I rolling tonight? Seriously.
That's better. You've crit us 3 times.
Yeah, but you should have seen the ones. And then macro when you think that you're like and then tink tink 2 arrows hit you in the side from this one. They've moved from firing at Grildar. You take I'm gonna take the half into account for you. So 16 damage.
Bastard.
Then we're down to Xerxil. Coming.
I shall ruin the snake.
Yeah, if you get him defanged.
Yeah, it fails.
And then the dragon attacks.
How you doing, fat boy?
So that should be 9 damage.
Alright, he's still going strong, this pure blood, but yep.
Alright. I'll just move around the other side of the tree.
Yeah.
Zucks are not hard. Zucks are just smart. In response to Chester.
Gwendef.
I mean, all the exciting stuff is dead, so I'm just gonna, I guess, move here and shoot this one.
Well, this one, yeah. Alright, cool.
After marking it my Slayer's Prey.
Yep. And one hits him in the side, and then the other hits him in the neck, and he falls down and slides, and then the dragon's like starts ripping his throat out.
Good dragon.
Yeah.
And I end my turn.
Right.
If it's only one of them, it's no big deal. If there's like 20 of them, for me.
I'm coming! And he casts healing word again at 3rd level at macro. For 13 hit points, he goes, "Ah!"
Thank you, Frank.
Oh, this one.
This is the first combat, like proper combat in ages, where it feels like I've not gone down. Good job, guys.
Then the one UNT that managed to dodge your attack, Grildar, goes in for a fatal strike. You manage to just push it to the side so it hit a vital organ, but it still cuts and gouges flesh for 5 slashing damage. What I'm saying is, I rolled a 19 plus.
On the 19.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Is that right?
I rolled a 19, but it's plus it still hits. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Critting a 19.
Doesn't crit on
Fucking
19.
call that shit.
Right, macro.
Right. There's just these 2 left, isn't there?
Yeah, as far as you know, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going.
As far as you know.
As far as you know. Right then. I was going to be dead fancy and pick up the javelin and skewer, but I'll just twat them individually. I'll do it the proper way though. I'm not going to do a big swing.
You can only attack once.
I'm going to do it
without a big
recklessly.
swing.
I'll do it against the first one with advantage. Oh!
Everyone is bathed in UNT awful.
Oh! I feel good after that one, and with a slight erection, I'll go and beat this one to death as well.
You only get one. You only get
with
one.
the erection, or...
You only get one attack with your Titan Maul.
That is how the Titan Maul works, Curtis.
What a dick! I should have done that with my javelin. I'll just go up to this one and look menacing at it with its friends just embedded into my fucking Titan Maul.
Yep. It's a girl dice. Your turn.
I've been blocked actually. I've been blocked the stairs as well. More movement.
Yep, I will go and shoot it.
8 damage.
For 8, yeah.
Nice.
And after that, move up into its face.
Yeah, she knows. She knows what's happening, but she's going to continue to fight because she's a crazy UNT.
Take you prisoner.
Chester Decker. There are corpses all around you.
All around me.
Filthy. It'll make for a great. I don't really know what I can do here, to be honest. I haven't got anything ranged. I had to actually spells, though.
Mashed in faces.
Oh, I've got a great idea. Give me 2 seconds just to check something.
Toothless faces.
Oh,
What are you doing, Chester?
I was gonna literally monkey see, monkey do him to run down the stairs, but it's only got a range of 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I'll start moving. I don't know. I'll just go here and get a good view. There's nothing else I can do.
Fair enough.
Finish him off, then.
I can't wait to raid this tomb.
Tomb, it's a temple.
Uh,
Anyway,
Fucking tomb now.
Actually, to be fair, I might. While I'm here, I might just sensual massage myself. Hang on.
okay.
Give
Anyway,
me seconds to press
Do
the
what now?
button.
you didn't. Fuck's sake! Do not do that again.
I just want to point out, Chester is standing in a pile of corpses, giving himself a sensual massage.
Yes.
Making that noise.
Yep.
brilliant.
Oh, the
Oh,
snake
it
has
was
been
bollocks as
massaged.
well.
Anyway, the UNT tries to stab Makra and then turns to try to stab at Gildar, failing miserably, exhausted. You can tell, but she can barely lift the sword as she's fighting now. Xerxil.
Not much for me to do, really. The dragon and I will go and stand with Mr. Decker.
Alright. Gwen Death, I guess.
Gwyneth is just going around, being diseased, pulling arrows out of corpses.
Cool. Frank. Frank then suddenly remembers, as Liam remembers, he can fly.
I did mention this before.
He did mention it, yeah.
So he then flies up here, sees the last UNT.
Can he
Prisoners,
still fly?
Frank.
Why?
Did I
What?
cast something? I can't remember.
You did cast fly on him, right?
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I cast another concentration after that.
No, just fireball.
Oh, it was invisibility beforehand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you took any damage since then, though?
No.
Oh, okay. Prisoners, Frank.
And fires 4 for guiding bolt that misses.
Fuck's sake, Frank. Why
Alright.
does not listen to me?
Yes. Give in to the dark side, Frank.
Macro, it's your turn.
Right, I'll use
Let the vengeance run through you.
my first attack action to grapple with advantage 31.
Yeah, you managed to grab him.
Yeah, then you beat that. And then can I use my other attack action to like restrain it with some rope out of my backpack?
Did you have it in
I'll
your
make
hand?
another athletics check. Let's say to like prisoner hog roaster.
Why not?
Let's give it another go then with advantage 24.
She might pass. Of course she didn't.
Get him, and she's now hog roasted, and I'm kind of like protecting her against Grodar because we know where he likes to do with prisoners typically.
Gildar, your turn. Do you?
I'll cast Life Thread on her because she tries to run.
I guess that's
Hog time, motherfucker! What do you want to?
I guess that's combat over, guys.
Get in. Frank, no, stop.
Frank's like, but what? They were gonna slit my throat. I should burn her, like at the stake. And she runs over. He runs over.
We'll make her suffer first, then you can do what you want.
Some of the other commoners are just like, thank you so much.
Oh shit! I didn't even realise you lot were up here. Yeah, our pleasure. You lose all of your a life debt.
There's about 4 of them alive now, and you see there's probably about 20, 25 heads at the base of the stairs.
Jesus Christ! These fuckers masking them. Can we go for a break?
In fact, I was going to end it in 5, so...
No, you can't end it here. We've still got another 45 minutes at least.
No, we don't. We normally end at 10, so we have 15, but I was going to
15
order it
minutes
before you go into the dungeon, so we don't start a dungeon without, you know...
Oh yeah, I guess we start a dungeon.
There are, like I said, there are these 2 bronze doors that are wide open at the base. It's up to you.
Best to us, Liam.
It's okay. We can. Well, I'll tell you what. Next week we begin the dungeon from, you know, straight from when we begin to when you leave or whatever. But for now, you've rescued Frank. You've rescued some of the villagers. Some of them are dead. You've killed Kona, and we'll end it there.
We get to a place of 11 next week, and you got a deal.
How about no? I'm the GM. You go fuck yourself. Anyway, we'll be back next week.
Quit.